Hi, chat. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome in. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let me see who got first crew. Esther, Hopeful Weirdo, Philippa, Faye, and Rose. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Lex! Thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you so much for wanting to subscribe. How are you guys doing? How's the heat? Are you guys surviving? Chris! Ayo? What? Ah. Hello? What the heck? I felt chaotic. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Hello? That is really kind. Please, to everyone who just got gifted a sub, enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Chris. And then Faye coming in hot with that 17-month resub and also on freaking tier 3. Wild. Wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That kicked off a hype train. There's a lot of wind. If you see my curtains just like floating inwards, there's a lot of wind, which is good. That's nice. It's cooling down. But also, my curtains are looking a bit crazy. But thank you guys so much. And thank you for the hype train. What the heck? How was that? That just zoomed. Literally, it started and immediately went to level 5. That's bonkers. Thank you so much. Wild. Also, Fanta, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak. Carolina, thank you so much for the 175 stream streak. Absolutely wild as well. Wild numbers. Chris, thank you so much for the 20 stream streak. Thank you all so much for being here for so many. I know, Stoltz. Absolutely wild. I started up my OBS today and I saw it and I was like, hello? How did that happen? Absolutely wild. Oh, Chris, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that the warm weather made its way to you. Considering that I know that you're actually going to be happy with it. I'm like, yes. If it should be anywhere, it should be with you. I hope you get to enjoy it so much. Heat wave is a little better, so I'm not melting. I feel that. Also, Joanna, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you. That is really kind. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Also, hi, Raven. Welcome in. It's good to see you. You are still melting. How bad is it for you, Jess? Oh, no, Lex, not the carpal tunnel. Oh, we hate that. Also, thank you so much for the 20 stream streak, Q. I appreciate it. Thank you. Warm but okay. Trying to cool down since we got the heat wave now. Good luck with that. Good luck. It is rough. It is really rough. We are still in it a little bit. As in it's not like cold. It's just cold in comparison. Colder. Friday was horrible. It wasn't as bad as yesterday though. Yesterday was even worse. Friday was just really, really warm. It got to 38 degrees. It was just like cold, like dry, cold, like dry heat, not dry cold, dry heat. So that was not great, but survivable. Yesterday it was 37 and it was so humid. Like the air pressure was insane. Like yesterday I would do nothing and I would be sweating. Yeah, I had the fan on yesterday as well, and then the fan broke today. We just ordered a new one so that we could have 2, and then we ended up we ended up with a broken fan. So tomorrow our new fan is arriving. We won't have 2. We'll just have a new one. 29-30 at the top. Yeah. I mean, that is still really warm. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like 29-30, that it's like a struggle for people that don't like heat, but people that enjoy heat, it's nice. 38's just too much for everything. Also, Omni Overworld, you are being really weird. I was kind of ignoring you, but like you come into stream, immediately comment on my looks, then comment on my looks again, randomly start talking about the Pedro meme, even though it's completely unrelated to whatever we're talking to. Then you literally said you can't have just OnlyFan. Maybe do a little vibe check for yourself. Check what the vibe of the stream is. See if you want to match it. If not, maybe this is not the place for you today. If you want to match it, you're welcome to stay. But please don't be weird. It's just not it, you know? Also, Chris, thank you so much for setting up the roll. And T, thank you so much for saving up enough points to get the freaking coconut roll. Hello? And Peace, thank you so much for the 19-month resub. Also on freaking tier 3, above and beyond. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then in color, thank you so much for the 150 biddies. Thank you, thank you. What is even happening? That's wild. How did that... I was about to say thank you guys so much for the hype train as well. It did. Wait, did it work? Did Moon's one click or not? I'm so confused. That happened exactly at the same time. I was about to say thank you guys so much for the hype train, and then Moon's sub came through. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the 17-month resub. I appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for the hype train as well. Thank you all so much for all the support. That's really kind. What the heck? Talked to some friends on Discord yesterday at around 6:30, and Frankfurt had about 40. Holy shit. Also, Reggie, thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem the palm tree roll. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy your time as a beautiful palm tree in our Discord. And that goes for T as well, being a beautiful coconut now. Also welcoming everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well. I know we have a lot of people joining. I'm just trying to catch up with everything. Thankful for your recently built apartment that keeps it relatively cool. That is great. That is great. I feel like we managed to keep it relatively cool downstairs, as in relatively, obviously, but we didn't hit 30 degrees inside downstairs, which is, I think, an achievement. We worked really hard for it. But upstairs, it definitely got, like, I think, specifically yesterday and Friday, I think it was getting close to 35, especially in this office. This is like one of the warmest rooms of the house. And if the wind isn't in the right direction, there's no airflow. It's just dead air. So on Friday, I was like, yeah, I needed to record a video. I recorded the video, and after it, I was like, I'm not going to stream. I'm not going to sit in this room for 3 hours. It is so much better now. Now, at least the wind is like flipped. So it's actually going into this room. So there's like fresh air. Very needed. The weather on this particular day once a year will be same weather for the next 7 weeks. I hope not. Rose, I agree. I certainly hope not. Yesterday was horrible. Happy to be here. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to hear that, Reggie. Thank you for being here. Busy at work, but I'm lurking. Thank you for lurking. I've been good. I've been very warm, but surviving. To Sicily next week, and it's gonna be colder than here. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of wild, isn't it? It's like your vacation destination where you're supposed to go for the sun in the summer is like colder. Also, thank you so much. Thank you for the 4-month resub. Tried to make the hype train, but your Twitch twitched out. Silly Twitch. Silly Twitch. But thank you so much for wanting to resub, and also for the 4 months already. Please enter all your subby perks for a whole month more. Moon Ma'am, you gotta stop entering at the same time as me. Get out of my walls. It has been happening quite a lot. I actually, like, the other day I was thinking, because you guys also hung out, like, IRL, I was like, are you guys hanging out? Is that why you happen to enter, like, at the same time? I was like, are you just vibing or something? Because I think this is the 2nd month that you resubbed, like, exactly on the same day as well. And, like, I mean, that makes sense that you resub on the same day, but you literally share it within the same minute. It's kind of fun. It is a wild start to stream. It really is. That one was canceled, but I'm going to look at just one before noon that day, and hopefully that... Ooh, that would be so fun. I'm keeping my everything crossed for you, hopefully. I'm sorry to hear that one got canceled, though. That's annoying. It's only 21 degrees outside, and somehow your flat's still 26. Yeah, it usually takes quite some time for stuff like that to cool down, which is super annoying. Like, the heat just stays in. We've had all of our windows and everything open the whole day because it's just been colder outside than inside, even though outside it's still like 28 degrees. Um, and it broke. And granted, the Peter meme was random, but I swear. Okay. Then you're all good. Then you're all good. That's what I'm saying. Like, if the vibe is vibing, then it was just a misunderstanding, and then we're all good. Um, then I just misunderstood some things, but thank you for clarifying. I appreciate it. And yeah, you're obviously still super welcome to hang out. Sometimes it can just be hard to convey in a chat, like what's going on and what the vibe is. But I appreciate you clarifying. I'm hoping that we get our heat wave in July as we normally do. It rarely goes past 30 degrees, though, which is sad. Chris is like, I'm the only person here. Give me the warm weather. Like, I want it. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I want the hot weather. You can have our heat wave. You can have our heat wave. It's a bit warm inside, currently 25. Yeah. It definitely, like, it goes up inside, like over the, that's why I hate it if it's like consecutively multiple days really warm, because even when the temperature drops, you're like inside the house, it's still going to be so warm. Especially yesterday when it got so humid, like that just lingers in your house and I hate it. It's more expensive. One that we're going to look at is a little less expensive. That is nice. That's like an upside, I guess. Thank you so much. What the heck? Certifiable Panda, thank you so much for the 120 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you. That is super kind. Also, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. It was a bit more hold on, I already read that. I haven't been able to play The Sims because the room temperature heats up your laptop. Yeah. I was actually a little worried with my PC at one point. I was like, is it gonna just cancel on me? Because it's, especially Friday, that was another reason why I was like, maybe I shouldn't stream. Because I was like, I don't know if my PC will actually like allow me to stream for 3 hours in this heat. Also, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Hello? I appreciate that. Thank you. No, you're all good. You're all good. Thank you so much for, I mean, I find it very fun. Like, the thing is, the tags, they don't give any like super annoying notifications. So then when I get the notification, I check it and I'm like, oh, that's so fun. I just like, it's fun to see what people are up to. Also, thank you for the biddies. I appreciate it. And it's really good to see you. The closed captions are really better than I expected. This is very doable. Slay. Wait, now I want to see the closed captions. I feel like they might be a little bit behind sometimes, but yeah, they're actually pretty good. Now I'm like reading. It's really confusing to read along with your own captions because they're obviously a little bit behind. So I'm like reading what I just said. Wait, you did? You actually got a new PC from the PC specialist as well? Let's freaking go. Okay, that's really fun to hear. That makes me so happy because I've been like genuinely really happy with their service and the way that they approach things. I haven't talked about it all that much just yet because I haven't properly set up my PC. So I was like, I'm going to talk about it a bit more later. But I'm really happy that you got to use the code. And yeah, I can't wait for you to get your new PC. That is such an exciting thing. I literally turned on the PC they sent me yesterday for the first time. I finally had time to properly sit down, to hook it up to like a screen and stuff, and to sit. I was planning to install like a bunch of applications on it already. Then it turned out that the place that I put it, like the desk in that corner, we don't have Wi-Fi. And I used my phone data to actually set up my PC, which is probably not great, but like I had to do it. Like Windows needs an internet connection to actually go through the first installment and stuff. So I set it up and I installed like a couple of applications. I used my own Opera code. I felt very smart. I was like, let me download Opera GX with my own link. I actually like installed a couple of apps, but then I was like, okay, this is not working for like everything I need to install. So I ordered like an Ethernet cable that's 15 meters long so I can put it on my modem and then run it all the way through the living room to the desk. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that when I move my other PC down there because obviously my PC needs internet. It's really annoying that the Wi-Fi is so bad. There's just, I mean, I could fix it with like a mesh network and stuff, but that's expensive and it's annoying and stuff like that. Wait, really? They gave high praise? That is so kind of them. What the heck? I mean, those are all people that I really look up to and that are really cool. So that's kind of wild to hear. Yeah, of course, if you don't notice that they're behind if you're only listening or only reading, that's a good point. Um, you're constantly touching yourself in some way. Wait, in what is this relating to, Rose? Um, why are you avoiding skin on skin contact? Did we like? I'm confused as to like, was it related to something I said or something? Because obviously it's later. Like you said this probably, but then I was talking about something else. Um, you're also gonna get a new PC and we'll use my code. What? Thank you guys so much. What is my definition of a starter home for this challenge? Do you consider landscaping counters? So I would say the starter home, it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't really have a definition. My definition of a starter home is basically something that looks a bit more basic than any other house and fits within the budget that you have. So usually 20K. However, I do tend to do landscaping with like the debug landscaping and stuff. So that it still looks a bit better because I don't want it to look bad. So it's usually like the starter home is just as long as it falls within the budget. You're on 5 generations. Like, let's go, Lex. Let's go. Ah, because of the heat. Yes. No, okay, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. I don't remember wrong. I saw a few months ago that you were going to stream Tiny Bookshop, so that you needed to change the schedule, but I can't remember seeing it. Oh, I have actually played at Stoltz. We've played Tiny Bookshop. We had a Tiny Bookshop stream, but you're so right. I did end up moving it. I don't remember what was the reason. I might have been sick or something. Something came up, which made me move it. That's very true. But yes, I have actually played it. The video of it is on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. We turned that stream into a YouTube video where we just basically cut it so it's like just the gameplay and not like all the yapping around it. Let me specifically, I'll quickly put like a link to a specific playlist in chat. If there's ever like a game that we try on stream, I'm gonna do that with the game that we're playing today with Small Spaces as well, that I feel like also fits my YouTube channel. I tend to turn them into YouTube videos that are like condensed. So if you just want to watch me play the game, that's all. Like there's no yapping around it. There's no break, no end screen. All of those things are cut out. I have a playlist. It's this one where all of them are combined. Olympia, thank you so much for the 16-month resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Also, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. But yeah. Thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. Also, thank you, Esther, for putting that in chat because we're talking so much about the PCs. I recently got sent a brand new insane build from the PC specialist. And they partnered with the channel for a long term. So you will hear me talk about it for a couple more times probably because I'll be working with them at least for the coming 6 months. But honestly, so far it's been a wonderful collaboration. So I would be very down to work with them longer term even. And they sent me the craziest decked out PC ever. And one thing that I really appreciated is that I got to pick all my own parts. And it was really easy. Like at this point I do know a bit more about PC, but still I don't know which parts actually work together. And their setup thing allows you to pick. They should have a US branch, yes. You can check it if you click on the link that was just posted in chat. I don't know from the top of my head all the locations they ship to. I know that they're originated in the UK, but they are one of the reasons they wanted to work with me is because they're coming to the Netherlands. They're opening like a Dutch branch so they can actually ship from the Netherlands. Yes, the code will work for the entire 6 months. At least. Like I said, I'm hoping that it will actually be longer than that because I really enjoy working with them. But we agreed for now it's a 6-month collaboration. Also, thank you so much for the 12-month resub. That is a whole freaking year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. It is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Sad I missed it. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I always post the schedule on Discord, but still it's easy to miss things sometimes. But yeah, I heard about Artemis. Love the name. Thank you. It was so fun yesterday when I was setting up my PC. Like, you know how they always literally ask you to name your device? And my current computer is literally just called Rose Computer. And my laptop is literally just called Rose Laptop because at the time I didn't have a name for my devices. I was like, I don't know, I'll just call them that, whatever. And yesterday I started up my PC and Windows was like, oh, do you want to, like, what do you want to name this device? And I was like, hee. Artemis. Also, Chris, thank you so much for setting that up. And Moon, thank you so much for redeeming the palm tree roll. Thank you, thank you. Congratulations on becoming a beautiful palm tree in our community Discord. I appreciate that so much. Want a PC, so then I'm gonna see if I can order in the next 6 months. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, and let me know how that goes. Like, also, for any of you who's ordering a PC with them, I would love to hear your experiences. Like, obviously, this is a sponsor that I decided to work with for a long time. And my experience was really good, but I'm always more than happy to like hear what you guys are experiencing as well, whether you also enjoy it or not. And yeah, I would just love to hear if you end up doing that. But I'm really excited. So after I'm taking a break, I'm taking a summer break from July 1st to July 12th. And first I'm going to go to a festival. But once I come back from the festival, I've already put it in my calendar. I have 2 entire days. Well, not entire days. On the Tuesday, I have to go to the hospital. And on the Wednesday, we booked a couples massage. I'm very excited about that. We're going to do like one of those dual massages. Very nice. But like basically that's both in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I'm gonna spend 2 entire afternoons setting up my new PC, like setting up all the apps, setting up like all my games, getting everything moved, and I don't know, I'm just really excited. It's so silly, but I'm just genuinely excited to set up the PC, and eventually, obviously, hopefully at the end of the 2 days, I can fully switch out the PC and like actually put it here. But I made a list of all the things that I have to move and set up. It's so much. It's actually ridiculous. Like, I'm excited about it, but also a little scared. I have all the parts for my new PC, and normally friends were gonna come over yesterday to build it, but they canceled because of the heat, which, yeah, it's totally understandable. But now you have to wait a week longer. Yeah. It's like understandable, but still you're gonna be sad about it, right? Like, still you hope that you would have your PC by right now. Makes it much easier to find them on networks. Also, very good names, Raven. I love them. Minerva, Athena, and Mycroft. I don't know. That's a good combo. It sounds like, you know, you very often when you have those, I don't know, like superhero movies or something, when there's like a trifecta, you know, like Totally Spies. It's like 3 of them working together. I feel like that's what it's like, a perfect trifecta. I really like how if you're selecting something that maybe doesn't work or could be optimized. Yes. That was something I very much appreciated as well, because I definitely don't know everything. So the fact that they like told me like, hey, maybe you can switch out this part for this. And I use the configurator that they have that's like the all white configuration thing, so that I would only be picking from white parts, which was also very nice. It really gave you peace of mind. Yeah, that is super fair. Barbarella and Pew Pew printer. That's fantastic. Especially because it's a laser printer. That is genius name. I love that. You got the all white configuration too. Nice. Let's go. Sadly, I'll miss a lot of the 12-hour stream on the 14th because your vacation ends on the 10th. So it's back to work. Yeah. I was actually doubting this for a really long time, whether I wanted to celebrate on the 14th, because that is technically my actual like stream anniversary. Like 14th of July, that's when I've been streaming for 5 years, because my very first stream was on the 14th of July. But then I saw that it was a Tuesday, and I was like, do I want to do that? Because I realized that most people will probably be at work or have stuff to do. So I really, really sat with it. I was like, do I want to do it like on the Friday or on the weekend? But that week I already have other things scheduled on the weekend. So then I was like, okay, so then it's going to move with 2 weeks, and then it's going to get like further away from that date. And for some reason, I was like, I've never actually celebrated my stream anniversary on the 14th, because every single year I'm like, oh, I should probably move it, because it's not like super convenient, because either it's in a weekend and I have something to do, or it was like on a weekday or something. So I like never have properly celebrated, or maybe once, maybe like the first year or something. Although when I was looking at my streams, I couldn't find a 1-year stream anniversary celebration. So maybe I've never celebrated I can't imagine that I didn't celebrate my 1-year stream anniversary, but I couldn't find it on my YouTube. So maybe it got lost. I don't know. But I was like, no, I actually do want to celebrate on the day itself, but I full on realized that, you know, people will probably have stuff to do. So unfortunate as it is, that is kind of the situation, I guess. But it is sad, especially because you have to like get back to work, right? Because you have to get back to reality. That's like not fun. um I'll still have time off on the 14th. Let's go, Lex. Let's go. We're going to do fun things. We're going to do lots of fun things. For anyone who's missed it, so like I said, the 14th is my 5-year stream anniversary. But next to that, we're also celebrating a bunch of other things. Technically, it's also my 5-year content anniversary because I started creating YouTube like 3 weeks before I started streaming. So I guess you could say it's my 5-year content anniversary, like in general, not just streaming. We're celebrating the fact that I've gone full time a year ago and the fact that I got Twitch Ambassador a year ago. We're also celebrating reaching 25,000 followers on Twitch, and we're celebrating reaching 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. So it's like a big celebration stream. We've reached lots of milestones, and I never really got around to properly celebrating them. The plan for that particular stream is we're just going to start the stream as normal, just little yaps. And then like about half an hour into the stream, we're going to start with our program, so to say. The idea is that every 2 hours will be dedicated to represent something that represented that year of streaming. Because if we're doing 12 hours, I can quite easily fit five blocks of 2 hours into that. So we're first going to start every single 2 hour block will also start with a little PowerPoint, just like a little bit of reminiscing about that particular year of content. Also, Mels, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. What the heck? That's 11 months. That's almost a year. You're getting so close. Thank you so much. But yeah, basically, we're going to start with my very first year on Twitch, which means that we're going to start a new Stardew Valley save. Which I've been burnt out on Stardew Valley for a long time, but I feel like a little itch to get back into it and try it again. We're going to play modded Stardew. We're going to start with that. Then in the 2 hours after that, we're going to play the Not So Berry Challenge because I played a lot of Not So Berry Challenge in my second year on Twitch. Then we're actually going to play Palia because funnily enough, my third year on Twitch, I was part of the closed beta of Palia and I played so much Palia for like months. Every single stream is just Palia for like 6 months straight. It's crazy. I didn't realize how much I played actually. Then we're gonna do 2 hours of Sims building because in my 4th year on Twitch, I actually participated in the Sims Builders games multiple times and I won one of them. And then in the 5th year or in the 5th block of 2 hours, we're gonna play Minecraft because I feel like Minecraft really got like a big part of my content in the past year. So that's like the plan for all the 2 hours. And like I said, every block basically starts with a little reminiscing, like just a little recap of, you know, like what did I stream that year? What did I do? Like, are there any special highlights, any special memories from that year, any special clips from that year, stuff like that. Or maybe the clip's not. It depends on how much time I have to prepare this. So yeah, that's like the plan. And then additionally to that, there's going to be a lot of fun goals that can be unlocked by either like bits or subs and stuff like that. There's going to be a special chat badge for both watching as well as subscribing or gifting a sub. So you'll have like custom badges that you can only earn on this channel if you're part of the celebration. There's going to be really fun giveaways. I got brands that wanted to do giveaways. I got a bunch of game keys that I can give away. So there's like a whole heap of very fun plans. And yeah, if you wanna just come hang out, if you want to know the plan and stuff, I will post about it in the Discord. I've already posted about it in the Discord, like the entire plan for the whole stream, including like the timestamps and stuff, and is all in the Discord already. So yeah. You have the day off. That is so kind. I'm so excited. Also, Stony, thank you so much for the 7 stream streak. Let's freaking go. It's your longest streak ever. I mean, it sucks that you were sick, but I guess that's a nice upside of it. Only just got into Stardew and you're slightly obsessed with that at the moment. Yeah, I remember when I first got into Stardew, it was all I could think about. Like, it literally took over my brain. Which is also probably why I burned out on it. I went way too fast, way too hard. And I don't think that it really worked out. So this time around, I plan on taking it much slower. And just, I don't know, not grind it out as much and just enjoy the vibes and enjoy the fun of it. But yeah, I'm excited. Also, I just saw that the ads have ran, which means that it's time to start up our game. Are you guys ready? We're gonna play this game, which I've actually been really excited to play. Like, I've seen other people play and it looks so good. I'm genuinely really excited. So I'm just gonna start it up. There's a chance that the stream might lag just a little bit. It did earlier when I started up the game to try it out. Yeah, it starts lagging. It just does this. I don't know why, but like the loading screen of this game for some reason is taking like an insane amount of resources. Wait, really, Raven? I'm so happy to hear that. I'm really happy that the game chats, like the way that I changed it and the way that I set it up now, worked out for so many people, because I so actively see so many people chatting in all the game chats, and it makes me really happy. Like, it genuinely makes me really happy to see so many people excited about games and, like, I don't know, sharing that with each other. Okay, hold on, because this is really weird. Earlier, I actually changed the settings. It is set to borderless. Then why is it not borderless? I can't click off the game. Oh my god, I hate it when it does this. Like, I set up everything prior to a stream. And then I open the stream and it gets borked. Like, why does it do that? Because it's also not like... Yeah, this is... Okay, hold on. I'm going to restart it because this is annoying. My mouse is literally stuck in the game. I can like alt tab out of it, of course, but I hate having to do that. I just... If a game offers a borderless setup, I want to use it. Also, hi, Gina. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing so well. Yes, you heard correctly. Also, sorry if my camera is lagging. The game is starting up again. I am restarting Stardew. I am. Yes. See, there we go. At least now it's capturing it. It's still... It's set to borderless. I still can't click off my game. Yeah, there's a lot of games who don't have borderless, which actually pisses me off. Like, just let me move my mouse outside of the game. What do you mean it's stuck in here? And then I have to alt tab out of it. Also, Liz Blitz, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is so nice to have you. I hope you're doing good today. Because the thing is, I sometimes actually have to click out of my game as a streamer. You might not expect it. Also, thank you so much for setting up that palm tree. Hold on. Frap, what the heck? Thank you so much for redeeming the palm tree roll. So many palm trees today. You guys all saved up so many points, huh? I'm just quickly checking if my recording is going. Is this today? Yes, this is today. You are doing so well, Chris. You've set up all the roles so fast as well. I just looked in the games tab and it's so nice that it's organized. Thank you for checking it out. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it's organized now. I feel like it makes it a lot easier for me to just add chats for like a couple of people in the community that want to talk about it, compared to like creating that endless list of chats, because that would have just been a pain in the ass. But now it's like you can still easily find your game chats without making your Discord like really cluttered. I don't know why I've never done this before. Like, the forum feature of Discord is actually really useful this way. Okay, so this game has been on my wish list for a really long time, actually, because I saw people play it, and it's a gorgeous interior decoration game where you decorate apartments. And I'm just really excited to try it out. I can't wait to see what we're going to make. At the same time, I have no idea what to expect, whether it's going to be sandbox, whether it's going to be a storyline. So we're just going to experience it together. Also, thank you so much for also redeeming the palm tree roll. Hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Chris, thank you so much for setting it up. I appreciate that. Okay, let's actually play. Ooh, we have to pick a theme first. Industrial. We can't do these. Oh, okay. So it is like you unlock the themes as you go. So we have to start in New York. Oh, we can collect stars and then we can actually get... Oh. Okay, I'm seeing so many things already and okay. Okay, let's start with a shared flat room, which is 15 square meter. Also, I appreciate that both of this is in here because that just makes it so much easier for everyone. I don't have to do the conversion. 15 square meter is really freaking small for an entire apartment. That's kind of wild. Okay, so this is the backstory. Shared flat room for Maxine. Maxine just moved to New York to study graphic design at NYU. She loves to draw and reads a lot. With a bit of luck, she got a room in a shared flat in the vibrant Lower East Side. Maxine always romanticized the buzzing city, and now that she lives there, she fully takes in the eclectic vibe of the people, the streets, the cafes, bars, and restaurants. Living on a budget in New York can be tricky, but she manages to find the fun. Her room gives her a space to calm down and relax. Maxine loves the feel of natural materials, thrifted finds, and she tries to add personality to every inch. To unwind, she loves to curl up in pillows and blankets to read her new favorite book find. Ooh, design or unpack? Let's start with design because it's 2 stars, and then maybe we can do unpack after. Yes, I have heard of Tiny Bakery actually because they send me codes for it. I've done a giveaway for Tiny Bakery on my Instagram and as well as here on Twitch. I think I gave 4 keys away during the fundraiser in April. I haven't had the time to play it myself. You preferred unpack when playing? I'll still go with design first. We can always do unpack later. We can do both. But I don't know. Okay, move around, left click plus drag. Ooh, I appreciate that it's left click. Okay. Right click and drag. Oh my god. Finally someone who understands it. Thank you for not putting this on the middle mouse button. That is actually really appreciated. Because the fact that this is always on the middle mouse button pisses me off, and that, yes, thank you. And then you just zoom in with your thank you. Oh, finally someone who understands it. With an object selected, scroll the mouse wheel to rotate any object. Okay, makes sense. Tap the chair, furnishment chair icon to pick furniture and decorate your space. Okay. Tap the box icon to build modular kitchens, loft apartments, and more. Okay, okay, so that's like the building menu. That makes sense. And then tap the brush to change materials. Work. Okay, interesting. I see. Complete objectives to collect stars and unlock new spaces and objects. Okay. I know, the user interface is so clean. I have to admit, this is, like, I've seen other people play, so that's the one thing that I know about this game. I've seen, like some people play this, specifically Simmery. I've seen her like on her shorts and stuff, and the first thing I thought was, this game design is so clean. It, like, there's a lot going on in the UI, yet it doesn't feel cluttered. I appreciate that a lot. Also, I like the mix of like the art style with the drawn stuff as well as the 3D sort of blender kind of look. Also, it is like giving me an encoding overload. I might actually have to turn down the game settings. How do I do that? Settings. Because it's actually lagging. And it's only this small. Wait, am I blind? I put it on high. Upscaling quality, performance. Let's do medium and performance, and let's see how that goes. No, it's definitely... No, it's lagging for everyone. I'm still getting encoding overload in my OBS. Why? What is this game doing that my OBS is struggling so much? Hold on. I'm just gonna check the performance. Yeah, the sound doesn't. It's just the video because it's my encoder that's overloaded. Which usually only affects the... it is using so much of my CPU. Why? Why is it using 40% of my CPU? Like, I'm not joking. This game is literally using 44% of my CPU. Like, OBS is using 8%. To stream. To send out an entire stream of video, OBS is using 8. This game is using 44. Yeah, it looks fine now because I'm not in the game. I'm tabbed out of the game. So then, of course, there's no issue because the game is basically in chill mode. This is why it scares me. In chill mode, this game is using 40% of my CPU. I don't like this. I don't know why it's so bad. Also, Mim Mim, hello. It is good to see you. I mean, I'm gonna click into the game and see what happens. Yeah, I immediately, the moment I click into the game, I get encoding overload. It immediately starts to glitch. That's crazy. I'll turn the animations off. I guess I could just turn down, I don't know if I could turn down the display resolution, I guess. I can turn off VSync. Let's turn off ray tracing as well. It will probably look a little less good, but it's still using 45%. Let's go full screen. Sometimes that also helps. Oh my god. Oh, my screens are flickering again. Oh, this is not good. Oh. Hold on. Oh, this is, yeah. I think we should be back. I had to force quit the game. That's low-key crazy. Also, I think the stream didn't fully go down, right? As in, you guys had a blue screen, but the stream didn't stop. Yeah, cute little game crashes my strong big computer. Kind of crazy. We got the blue screen. Okay, perfect. Actually, that's good. I'm happy because that means that the VOD is not going to be like split up in weird things. So yeah, I don't know what to do. There's one thing that I think I could still do. I can check. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can optimize this game in NVIDIA. We could play Minecraft Forever World if this doesn't work. Yeah, the recording definitely stopped. Settings. Unable to retrieve settings. There we go. Yeah, the weird thing is like a lot of the settings are not even that. Well, that's the thing. I mean, probably Artemis will be able to run this better than my current PC, but it worries me that this PC can't run it. Because let me check the specs of this game. Like the minimum required specs. It says an i3 or an Ryzen 3 should be able to run it. I have an i7. And it says that it needs 8 gigabytes of RAM. I have 32. And it says that it needs a GeForce GTX 1080. I have a 4080. There's like no reason my PC should not be able to run this game. Like absolutely none. And that's like minimum. And then recommended, it says an i5 with 16 gigabytes of RAM. I have an i7 with 32. That's still like higher on both. And the weird thing is it has really good reviews, which it wouldn't get if no one could play it. Right? Like you don't get 1,300 really positive reviews if no one can play the game. And you're not telling me that everyone has like beasts of computers. That doesn't make any sense. But what intrigues me is the fact that when I started up the game, when I started up the game prior to stream, I could go borderless. Like that was fine. And the moment that I'm streaming now, or that I have because earlier I had my OBS open as well and it worked just fine. But the moment now that I'm streaming and I'm live, all of a sudden the borderless window thing doesn't work anymore either. Which is kind of weird, right? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to start it up one more time. Because sometimes simply restarting a game genuinely fixes shit. If it's still really laggy or lags the stream, then we'll switch. Then we'll switch to... No, because I had OBS open earlier when I tested it as well. Obviously, when I'm streaming, it's encoding, which it's not doing when I'm offline. So that might be a difference. But then again, I don't know. I'm going to try and start it up again. We'll see. If it doesn't work, then I'll just do Minecraft. I mean, I can already see that stream is lagging a little bit. Oh, sorry. Whose head? Yeah, that. Oh God. Okay, my screens are flickering again. That was supposed to say heat, not head, of course. Okay, yeah, my screens are doing the thing again. I have to force quit the game again. It immediately has the same issue as it. Well, it is It's using only 8% of my CPU now. That's a lot less. I think I might have just fucked it up myself with doing the full screen thing. And changing the resolution. Hold on. Okay. The fact that my screens keep like flickering to fully black when I switch to the game is not great. Can I now go borderless? And I'll just put it back to the resolution that it was on before. Because I think that's fucking with things. It's the fact that I have it on the wrong resolution for my monitor. Yeah, no, there's immediately encoding overload. Really weird. I also have 2 OBSs open. Also, why does it get encoding overload when it's literally on the menu? Why do I have 2 OBSs open? Oh my god. My OBS is freezing. I think stream is gonna crash again. That's why there's 2 OBS windows, because one is telling me that it's crashing. Okay. I guess that game is not happening, huh? That's crazy. That's like literally, I'm not even joking. The moment I open that game, everything else on my PC starts to crash. I'm so confused. Missed you guys very much too. Yeah, I don't like this. Memory leak? Yeah, but if I look at my resources, it's my CPU that starts to struggle. So, yeah, I don't know. Which is also really weird because, like, why would it make my CPU struggle so much? It's a game that relies so heavily on the graphics. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait until the game, like, it is a game in early access then. So, I mean, I hope that when it comes out in fuller release, we'll have like less issues because it will be better optimized. Yeah, this just kind of sucks. Because I really wanted to try it. I might see if I can try it for like outside of stream, like just not a recording. Copy might have gotten corrupted. It could be, yeah. I might have to uninstall it and reinstall it, see if that works. I will see if I can still record with it if I'm not like streaming, because obviously streaming uses a lot of your encoding power, so that could be a reason that this is happening. The weird thing is my stream is not encoding on my CPU. My stream is encoding on my GPU. A lot of people had problems back in October 2025. I see now on stream community thingy. Oh, okay. Well, at least then I'm not the only one, I guess. But yeah, I guess then we're just gonna play Minecraft Forever World. Just a change of plans. But then I can show you what I've done. I can show you the storage room because I'm really proud of what I've made. I'm really proud. So we're just gonna move up our plans. Like the thing that I was planning to do tomorrow, we're just gonna do today. And then tomorrow we'll also play Minecraft. And then we'll just have more time to work on that. I think that's gonna be fun too. So I'll just change up the title and stuff then. Hold on. What am I gonna do? Base building. I'll just keep it like relatively simple. Forever world 1.21.1. Day 500. We're like almost on day 500. We're like on day 498, I think. So I think we'll hit day 100 today then. Day 100, day 500. Also, oh my god, I'm really proud of myself. I went back to the end and I got 4 more shulkers. Like I got 8 shulker shells, so 4 more shulker boxes, and I got a second elytra. Oh yeah, I can see that, Mim. Oh my goodness, Velcro dog is intense right now. Also need that in the title. There we go. You're so brave. I know, thank you. It was a lot less scary if you have an elytra and you can fly around in the end. Makes it a ton easier. I was still a bit scared of the shulkers though, but also I really wanted to have more, so I was like, I can do this. I can do this. A lot of people had the good specs to play the game though, so it's weird, but I also kind of understand. Okay, so there were more people who had this issue. I guess you'd expect more posts, but I think a lot of people who play the game aren't streaming at the same time. So I can imagine that a lot of people who had issues, they weren't as severe as mine because they're not streaming at the same time. Because obviously most people that game aren't necessarily content creators, right? Okay, then I guess I'm just gonna start up Minecraft. What a weird switch of plans, but I'm not mad about it because I like Minecraft too, so, you know. I shall not complain. But it is really weird that it was such a big issue. Because the automated one you have is only for a small part of your blocks. Yeah. Automated storage rooms are really nice, but if you want to do it for all your blocks, it is really, really like that's a next level project. I'm always really mind boggled by people that have like fully automated storage rooms for all of their blocks. Wish you could game too, but no further heat required. Fair enough. Chris! Thank you so much. Thank you for the 16-month resub and also on freaking tier 3. Absolutely wild. Thank you. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Okay. The game is going to load in. We're probably going to have a little moment again where the stream just like lags a little bit, but that always happens when I load into my Minecraft world, so that is no surprise. Oop. I clicked the wrong button. Silly me. Okay, I'm just gonna... Ooh, that's loud. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna let the world load in for a little bit because this usually... Yes, this is a solo world. My forever world is just like typo in the title. Hold on, because now I think I accidentally updated it to the old title because I opened something. Yep. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Wonder if it was Girly Pop. No, I'm not participating. Oh, build. Yeah, that was a typo. But now I have to fix it anyways. My OBS still had the old one, and then I clicked done, and then it just updated it again. For fuck's sake. Today is not my day, huh? But I'm not participating in this season of Girly Pop. I've decided to actually make some time for my own projects rather than someone else's projects. For just a little bit. I might participate next season again, but I just had so many things that I wanted to do for myself that I wanted to make sure that I had some time on that for that. I'll just do day 500 plus. There we go. No, you're all no need to say sorry. Absolutely no need to say sorry. Okay. Now I should have fixed it. Okay. So, hello, come on. Oh, it's still loading in. Sorry. I should have looked around. This is my fault. Voxy is still loading. It was laggy. That was just me. Okay, so this is my storage room for anyone who hasn't seen the build. This is the build on the outside. And I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I desperately needed this storage room because that is my little starter house. And there's a storage room in the basement, but it's a little cramped. It was getting too small. I was running out of space, like very desperately running out of space. And also, I don't know, it was inconvenient because every single time I had to go by boat and then I had to go in here, had to go into the house, had to go into the basement. I just wanted something that I could like more easily walk into and out to because I want to start building here. The idea is that this is going to be some sort of a town square. We're going to have a nice harbor or like a proper dock here. I'm going to terraform this up here. There's going to be like a really cool sort of library kind of vibe build. Underneath here is my villager trading hall and my villager breeder. Obviously the portal needs a good spot. So there's lots of things that I want to do. And I realized that I was getting annoyed with going back for resources to my storage room all the time. So we built a storage room. Then we actually went to fight the Ender Dragon so that I could get shulker boxes so I could move into my storage room, which I have done. So let me show you. This is the ground floor. And on the ground floor, we have the resources. That's crying obsidian. The ones on the corners here is crying obsidian. I have basically put all the resources that you generally collect a lot of. What mod pack are you playing with? If you type !mod pack, it will tell you. It is my own mod pack. I made it myself. Also, Kara, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It is nice to have you. Stream is still lagging for you. Oh, can you refresh, Rose? Because it shouldn't be lagging right now. But yeah, I basically added, so this is like where we have all the plants, bone meal, stuff like that. Then over here, we have regular wood types, which I already have left 2 spots for if they add wood types to the game, because obviously they're gonna already add a whole new biome with the next drop later this year. So this is the, I mean, the game is not updated even to the latest version, but I wanted to make sure that this storage room was future proof. So we have more spots if we need it. On this side, we have our colored woods, which is also where I've added our bamboo. And then in these slices, the first one all contains like the logs, and then the second one contains like all the blocks that I've made with it, basically. Then here in between, we have a little bed, because obviously it's gonna happen very often that I'm in my storage room and that I just quickly need to sleep before I actually leave on an adventure or whatever. So we have my little like bed chamber, I guess. And then across that, we have a little workbench, tool station kind of situation. And then here we have our dirts and sands. So we have dirt, grass. This is coarse dirt. We have podzol. We have mycelium, but this is basically other dirt. So it's mycelium, rooted dirt. And then we have sand and gravel. And then over here, we have our stones and more, which is stone, cobblestone, tough. The deep... No, this is tough. This is deep slate. Wait, I just realized that's why it's been so confusing. I put the wrong block in there. I was already so confused why those looked so similar, and I just assumed it was the lighting, but I just fucked up. Then we have granite, andesite, diorite, and calcite. Then we can walk around here. We actually have additional space back here. Like there's nothing back here just yet. So if we ever need to expand on this storage room and we need to have more bulk storage, then we can actually use the space back here as well. This is also where we go into the basement. This is where I want to make a sugarcane farm because I desperately need an automated sugarcane farm. Currently, it just has my weird-ass netherwort farm as well as my bone meal machine. This is where I can put in all of the stuff and then it turns it into bone meal. I already moved. Everything's moved. My old storage room is fully empty. And then I'm very proud of the upstairs. Are you guys ready? Because the upstairs, I realized it was just a ginormous big space. And I was like, I want to move storage in here. Like we still, next to our bulk storage, have a ton of random blocks. But I also wanted to make it look really pretty. And I did something. I didn't know how to do this. I actually Googled how to make maps. Because look. I made a map of the base. And then I like put this. And then we can eventually, like over time, we can continue to update it. And every single time that we'll probably update it, like let's say every 6 months or something. I will eventually start making like a map hall. Like we will make a separate building where we can have all of the different maps from like all of the different times that like all of the different phases that our base went through. But this is the map for now. And like the most current one will always be at the top of the stairs with like a little date of when we made it. But then I can eventually make like sort of a hall of fame or like, I don't know, a museum, so to say, with all of the maps and maybe also other things, because right now I have, for example, like the bow that I used to fight the Ender Dragon. It didn't break. Like I still have it. It is Yuki. And then over here I have Yuki Bear the second, which is also almost dead. So we actually need to make a new one. Also, you're so organized. Thank you. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. How do you make your little avatar move in line with the game? It's a mod. It is part of my mod pack. I'm playing very modded Minecraft, so a lot of the things you might see in here you can't do in vanilla unless you are willing to install mods. But it is a mod called I think it's called Paper Doll. Maybe it's because I was already thinking of tapestries, but a museum would feel really like a medieval tapestry exhibition. Yes, I agree. I agree. But yeah, then if we turn around, we have a cat. I moved my storage room cat. Yes, I do have a link to my mod pack. Thank you, Carolina, for putting it in chat. Thank you, thank you. But this is the storage room. So I made like a little elevated workstation, which I took another ender chest from the end. So now I have 3. I have a little workstation. I can eventually add more things in here. And then I've started to organize everything in here with item frames. So it looks really neat and clean and clear where everything is. And as you can see, we still have a lot of space here, which is now just decorated with paintings and stuff. But like over time, if we want to expand, we can totally add more storage in here if we need it. And right now I've added Yuki Bear the first to this item frame up here. So maybe because technically we fought the Ender Dragon with Yuki. Oh, I don't have any item frames anymore. Technically we fought the Ender Dragon. I also desperately need to go get leather. But technically we actually fought with the first and the second. We used both of them to fight the Ender Dragon. So I want to actually frame it before it breaks. Let's do that. Let's put it next to it. Cow Crusher time. Yeah, I actually should probably... I mean, I think I have more leather at the Cow Crusher. There we go. Yuki Bear and Yuki Bear the second. And then we should make Yuki Bear the third. I literally almost broke that bow from fighting more shulkers in the end. But like I said, I now have 8, so that's a really good start. But we should probably go... Oh, I do need this. I'm going to have to walk. That's the only downside of the storage room is you have to walk between like upstairs and downstairs quite a lot. But I don't really mind. At least not right now. Not yet. Maybe eventually I'll start to mind. But okay, we make a new bow. And then we're going to have to do some trading because I actually don't have that many emeralds. I have some up here. Hold on, I can take those. But yeah, I'm kind of low on emeralds, aka I have like none to my name. So we should probably do some trading. And then when I have my bow fixed up, I guess maybe we can just make a start at the why am I here? Oh, I'm getting wheat. That's what I'm doing. Apparently, I don't have wheat here. Okay. Then I think maybe we should start with the automated sugarcane farm. Do I have wheat here? I do. Perfect. And then we go into our very humane, very normal cow breeder. Nothing to see here. Look, do you hear those sounds? They're all very happy. Lies you tell? I would never lie. I would never lie. They are just... Look at all those hearts. Look at all those hearts. Look, don't you see they're very happy? See, they all just got food as well. I'm so nice. You know. I should probably change this to raw meat. Teehee. Oh, look, I have a lot of leather. I should probably put some leather in my storage room so that I can actually find it when I need. So that they can have a centimeter more. Exactly, Lex. Exactly. Also, now that we're here, oh my goodness, I should probably clean this up. Oh my god, the wool farm has been going crazy. Yeah. That is something I should definitely keep an eye on. I mean, I have been building for a long time. Like, this basically accumulated over the entire time that we were building the storage room. Oh my god, there's so much in the hoppers. Do you see that? Like, this all immediately coming in is because it was literally stuck in the hoppers. The hoppers itself were filling up. That's kind of crazy. But the good thing is these double chests are not full, not even close to full. So we still have plenty of time to fill these up. And I think at that point, we're also probably gonna start, like, I don't know, bigger build projects that actually require all this wool. Especially, oh my god, with the new update later, I am so excited with the, like, for anyone, you might have not heard it yet, but they're gonna add wool stairs and wool slabs to the game. My wool farms have never been more useful. I always play on peaceful. That is so fair. I played on peaceful. I didn't even play the game in the beginning. I literally just played on creative mode. I would say in the past, like, year, have gotten more comfortable. Oh, no. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I hate it when I accidentally misclick and it reorganizes everything, and that's not what I wanted to do. Now I have to reorganize everything again. Can it just not? Okay, that's fine. I meant to click that one. You're looking forward to that. I know, me too. I can finally make a good looking parasol. I know. Oh my god. You have no idea how excited about that. Also tents. Good looking parasols, good looking tents. Like, it's all gonna be so nice. And also just in roofs. Like, I've struggled so much with doing, like, really cool color gradient roofs. Because very often the color gradient will, like, you will struggle to do the right shape because you don't have slabs or stairs in the right colors. Yeah, Minecraft needs an undo button. I agree. Although technically the thing that I'm using to do this inventory management is a mod, so I don't think Minecraft needs the button. I think the mod needs the button. Yeah, a rainbow roof, exactly. Yes, they're going to add the tent structures into the woods as well, which I'm also excited about. That's going to be, like, really nice to loot early game, I think. Also, this is, like, the least exhilarating task. Normally, I would do stuff like this off stream, but I guess now that we're here, I might as well. And then we're going to do trading, which is also not super exhilarating, but I guess stuff like that needs to happen as well, right? It's just the reality of Minecraft. Right? It's nice for chatting. Exactly. That's what I was thinking as well. It's just there's a lot of noise here. I don't know if it's really loud for you guys, but all the chickens and all the cows and stuff, it is a little loud. Ooh. That's okay though. We're almost done. The campsites can spawn with 8K plus combinations. Wait, really? That is low-key kind of insane. I don't think I knew that. What your wool farm looks like? Oh, I can show you. Hold on. I can show you. Let me just grab the last thing so that these chests are like properly fully empty. And then I'll do my final maintenance in here, which means that I'm gonna get all the cooked chicken from the chicken farm thingy. Scott just started to sing Steve's Lava Chicken. Well, fun fact, it's actually called Steve's Lava Chicken in my game. There we go. Look. We've got Steve's Lava Chicken with a bunch of chicken and feathers. Whee! Roasted chicken. Pew, pew. Put it all in here. And then all of the feathers. Yeah, we're collecting a lot of feathers. Way more than I actually need. Always when I get out of my bubble vader, I accidentally pick up chicken eggs. But yeah, this is where the chickens, when they lay their eggs, they get automatically collected. Hold on, I'll show you. Oh, that's really hard to show you, actually. Well, as you can see here, we have a bunch of hoppers. They all lead into these chests. These chests all lead into this little contraption here, which automatically shoots them. And then they end up here as like little baby chicks. And then when they grow up, they will get roasted automatically. So we have an automated chicken farm. The cows here are just for show. To just signify that we also have our cow crushers here. Very ethical, of course. My Minecraft operations are very, very ethical. My wool farm is actually in this building, which, funnily enough, if I don't show you in free cam, it's actually, I mean, I can show you if I put this trapdoor up. This is what it looks like. They're all in little baby cells. Hee hee. Absolutely not horrific or anything. And basically what happens is that, well, you just saw it happen right there. There is an observer that checks whether they whether that grass block gets eaten. Because every single time the sheep will eat the grass block, it will immediately regrow its wool, and then this dispenser will dispense shears, which then go back into the dispenser, and then it gets sheared, and then my wool farm, the collection is automated. So as you can see, there is a dropper or like a hopper minecart that goes underneath that. Basically every single time that there is wool floating, this will pick it up, and then it rides over hoppers here that will put it into this chest, and then this chest has a hopper line that goes all the way over here and dispenses it in these chests. So it's fully automated. I never actually have to go in here and do anything. It's a lot of hoppers, yes. But the good part is that I have an iron farm, so I'm like, it's quite easy to make a lot of my things. Without an iron farm, I would probably have never done this, but all I needed to do was make a bunch of chests, which was also, like, it did cost me quite some wood, but it wasn't horrible. So yeah, that's fully automated. So our sheepsies get sheared, and then everything gets collected and goes to that, like, storage room underneath this particular barn. I can recommend building an iron farm. It isn't even like super hard to do. The only thing that I can recommend to make sure that you have an optimized iron farm, sometimes I accidentally fly, it's really funny, is to make sure that you actually keep the space that is recommended around it empty. So that's why we have a big empty building here. Like, this is all pathing blocks, so iron golems cannot spawn on these blocks. the moment I was building the building around it, technically these blocks are on the spawning platform. Like iron golems can spawn on this. However, from 16 blocks upward, they can't spawn it on it anymore. So I just needed to make sure that this building was tall enough so that the iron golems can only spawn in here. Because otherwise your iron farm breaks all the time. That I don't know if you guys remember on Girly Pop, but every single time an iron golem spawned outside of the farm broke. We had to go kill that iron golem manually, and then it would spawn like a new iron golem that most likely would spawn into the farm. But you just gotta make sure that there's actually no spawnable blocks. So anything outside of these walls is fine because I made sure that the outside walls are the maximum perimeter. So I can just build outside of it without worrying about anything. But in essence, an iron farm is literally just below ground. There is 5 villagers. There is a zombie in a boat over here. And this zombie is terrifying those villagers, so they're continuously really scared, which means that iron golems will spawn to come protect the villagers. Because they can only spawn in this little area, they will always spawn in this box, and then the water pushes them into the lava, and then they die on top of these hoppers, and then with that, like, the hoppers will collect everything and put it in the chest. I remember, but I did not have any clue what iron golems were back then. Yeah. That was Yule pre-Minecraft. Oh yeah, Minecraft automation really turns Minecrafters into supervillains. And you know what the worst part is? The worst part about it is that it is so normalized in the Minecraft community that I never even thought that it was weird that I did any of this. How did you come up with these ideas? All tutorials from other people. I for the iron farm is a tutorial from someone that I followed on YouTube. I come up with these ideas because I watch other creators and I just know it's a possibility. And then I look up a tutorial on how to do it myself. Okay, all of these poppies can get turned into bone meal. That's also what I always tell people. Like the best way to learn Minecraft and like learn how to play is quite literally watch other people play. Because Minecraft itself doesn't come with a very great tutorial. And also there's a bunch of things that like genuinely I could never even cook up. Like my wildest imagination can't even think of how to do that. There's extremes in that. Like for example, one of the creators that I watch that I really enjoy is Tango Tech. He is insane. Like he literally builds automated games within the game. And like that the way that I describe it, that doesn't even properly cover it. Like his contraptions are genuinely wild. I'm like beyond impressed with what he can do in this game. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that a bunch of times. Can I actually get infinity on my bow already? That book is 11. Wait, I think maybe flame was only 8. Oh, 7 even. Okay, so I have enough emeralds. I just need to get a second book. Can I trade for a... That's 9, though. Does any one of them have one that's less expensive? I want to just get a bookcase so that I can break it for the books. All of them sell it for 9. Maybe at one point, I'm going to be brave enough to do the conversion and, like, save all those. But we're going to need so many potions for that. You seen those music boxes on TikTok where the music is made by sheep in minecarts hitting? Yes. Yes, I've seen those. Okay, I'll just get it from you then, I guess. But like, people do crazy... Oh, wait. I have Silk Touch on that axe. Do I have one without Silk Touch? Can I break it with anything other than... That also has Silk Touch. Shit! Okay, now we just have one. That is horrible. Oh, we also have ads coming in very soon. Funny that the ads are still somehow lined up with the stream time. That's actually low-key hilarious. Did you see how I fucked that up? That's painful. I just can't see in my OBS when the ads are actually running, which is annoying. Like normally I can see that, but because everything crashed so many times, I can't see it anymore. Ooh, thank you. The ad break just started. I'll do a quick 5-minute break and then I'll see you guys in just a little bit, okay? Make sure to stretch and hydrate. Hello, I'm back. I think the ad should be over. Did you guys have a good break? Did you get something to snack? Okay, we're gonna have to replace that. And then, ironically enough, I'm gonna have to break this bookcase with one of my iron tools. I think I still have. Yeah, I have one. Lol. There we go. Now I have books again. I can't believe that. You know what? Let me put that iron axe just in my trading hall. So that we always have it. I love having Silk Touch, but it's sometimes just ever so slightly inconvenient. Like in moments like this, it is ever so slightly inconvenient. And then I have my bow fixed, and then we're gonna have to get stuff for the sugarcane farm, which I am gonna have to look up a tutorial for. No, they are still out of trade. Okay. So I was gonna get infinity. And I was gonna get flame. There we go. And I was gonna put this in here. Oh, good point, Zodon. Yes, that is actually, yes. How did I not realize that? Of course they still lined up because indeed the stream didn't go down. True. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Thank you for putting, wait, I didn't realize his actual YouTube tag is Tango Tech LP. Because you don't see that nowadays anymore. But yeah, Tango is like what he does in Minecraft that is inhuman. Is like he's like a superhero. I genuinely like his brain works in ways that I will never understand. He actually, and I was very appreciative of this because he is currently building like a game system in Minecraft. Also, Curious, welcome in. It's good to see you. He's currently building something that is called Decked Out, which this is the third installment of Decked Out, and every single time he does it, it gets a bit crazier. And like more elaborate and just, you know, more impressive. And the wildest thing is that he is currently basically making like a binary interpreting system so that the game, when players are in the game, it's like a simulation game, and they are like experiencing the game, there's multiple systems that can all communicate with each other through like a binary code. And I was like, I don't fully even understand binary. Like that as it like the very bare basics, but I didn't really understand it. And then he like did a little like binary with Tango explanation session. And I was like, holy shit, this is like it's like scratching the surface of how complicated it is, what he's doing. And I am struggling to comprehend that part. And it's literally the top layer of what he is actually doing and designing. That's why he was like, okay, I'm going to explain this because if you understand that, you can at least sort of follow along with what I'm talking about. You still wouldn't be able to make it or create it or like it's crazy. But yeah, I think redstone in general, for anyone who like is newer to Minecraft, redstone is the thing that you use to automate things. So redstone itself is like a specific thing that you can find in the mines. And with that, you can craft all kinds of automation things. And then redstone itself is the thing that it's basically the energy source of all the automation things. And you can do so many things with redstone. Like people that like truly understand redstone, to me, that it's like magic. I genuinely don't understand how people come up with things. Also, hi, she watches Twitch. Welcome in. Thank you so much for saying you love my hair. I just put it out of my face because it was too warm. Yes, of course, Chris. Enjoy sleepsies. But yeah, it's like I'm slowly, and with that I mean like emphasis on slowly, getting more and more comfortable with very basic redstone. Very basic. That's it. I don't think I'll ever learn more than very basic. It's crazily complicated. Like I don't understand how people actually yeah, just not. Okay, this is Yuki Bear, the third actually. There we go. I got my bow back. Well, back the third one. Okay, let's see. What were we gonna do? We were gonna work on sugarcane farm. Build a redstone railway, like an automated one with like where your cart will automatically travel. Also, thank you so much. Let's go. You're getting so close to your first Twitch, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 8-month resub. It goes way beyond Light Switch's Hurtful Throne. Way beyond. Like, actually way beyond. Okay, I'm just gonna collect all this sugarcane. I think part of it is falling in the water. Oh, wait, actually. No, only one. Because I just planted a whole bunch so that I would have like a nice surplus. Because the reason we're gonna build this, by the way, for anyone who's like, okay, Ro, why are we prioritizing an automated farm for something like this? That is because you need sugarcane to make paper, and you need paper to make rockets, and you need rockets to be able to fly with my elytra. So yeah. I need. Yes, this is the mod pack on my Ko-Fi. However, the mod pack includes a lot more than just the texture pack. The water is a shader. So the water texture comes from BSL. Which is included in the pack, but there's multiple shaders included in the pack. So yeah, BSL is the one I use because that's the one that works with Foxy. I prefer Complementary Unbound. That is like my favorite shader. However, Complementary Unbound does not work with Foxy. I can show you the difference. Hold on. Because I feel like it's actually kind of significant how much difference it makes. How did it go? We only died once, and ironically enough, the only time we died to the dragon was really out of our control. Like, it was bad luck. It wasn't because I wasn't doing, like, because I was messing it up or something, or I wasn't careful. It was genuinely just really bad luck. Then we actually fought the dragon. We won. We ended up getting an elytra and shulkers, and then I went back to the end the other day, and I got more elytras. Well, I got an extra elytra and 4 more shulkers. Okay. Do you guys see how pretty this looks? You're going to see how pretty Complementary Unbound is. It's a very nice shader pack. You'll also see what happens to Voxy when I do that. Oh, I like Solos too. I think, do I have Solos in the game? Solos actually works with Voxy as well, which is really nice. But yeah, we just have no view. The landscape's just gone. I do really like Complementary Unbound. I think it's beautiful. I really like the way that the shadows look with Complementary Unbound. I think it's very pretty. I think we can use, yeah, I have Solos. I think this one works with Voxy as well. Or it was Photon. I don't know which one of the two actually works with Voxy. No, this one works with Voxy. I do like Solos. I don't like the clouds. I feel like the clouds are too invasive. They're like too low. But Solos is it's like mostly known for being a really like fantasy like shader. So people that do like fantasy type builds really like to work with this one. I can see why actually. Also, the copper is insanely shiny with this shader. What the hell? I can see why people would like to build with this for. Yeah, I don't know. I like it, but I don't like I like the look of it for photos or something, but I don't think I like it for playing. And then we have Photon. I have 2 versions because one works with Voxy and the other doesn't, and I forgot which one it was. Photon is actually known to be relatively vanilla. No, this is not. Actually, I lied. I said that because it looked vanilla, and then I was like, no, that's actually not true. I think that's why I have the 2 versions. But yeah, BSL is the one that I like the most in combination with Voxy. Also, it's currently trying to apply Photon. There we go. Yeah, this is the right one. It has a really high contrast, which I don't personally like all that much. I have seen Homestead, yes. I feel like Homestead for me personally, right now is a little too overwhelming though. It adds so much to the game. Like, it is actually insane. Like, the Homestead mod pack is next level extensive. It's kind of like Cobblemon. Like, that's also, it just creates a whole new game, I would say. So I like it. I think it's really, really cool. But I feel like I have too little vanilla experience, so to say, vanilla, because obviously I've always played modded Minecraft, but like, I don't know, without any, that's what I remember from Girly Pop. They added like all the biomes from Biomes O'Plenty, and it was too much for me. Like, I want to learn how to build in Minecraft with just the build palette that we have. That's something I want to get better at instead of adding like 5 million blocks to the game because it was too overwhelming. Took a cold shower. Now you feel like a whole new guy. Let's go. Chipped is Chipped is a really good mod. I do like Chipped a lot. Do you know Snifferish. Wow. Could not come up with their name for a second. They work with Chipped a lot, right? And with Chisels and Bits, which I also really like. Okay, we are gonna lock in on a sugarcane farm because I got the sugarcane. And now I just need to get all the redstone bits for it. Let me actually count in the basement how large we could make this sugarcane farm. I know Chisels and Bits is wild. People make such creative things with it. I'd like to, that's one mod that I would actually eventually like to get good at as well. But again, after I've gotten good at vanilla building, I think. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. However, we're gonna need space for the minecart to be able to go back and forth. So I guess that will leave us, let's say, like with 13. So that means we're gonna need 13 observers. We're gonna need 13 pushy bits. What are they called? You know what I mean, right? Pistons. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so we need redstone, iron, planks, and cobblestone. Okay, we're gonna need redstone and iron in general. So actually, let's get that. Cobblestone and wood is downstairs. Let's see. Cobblestone. I immediately knew what you meant. It's like, that's what they push. So that makes sense, but I just couldn't come up with a name for a second. And then we needed planks. Any planks, I think. Let's see. What do I have? I have a surplus of oak planks. So that's what we're using, I guess. And then I said 13, right? Did I not grab everything? I didn't grab the iron. I was like, hold on, I probably need more iron. I love having an iron farm. It makes it so much easier to do anything. Okay, let's grab some more. 13 pistons. There we go. Then I need observers. I think observers use quartz, but I should have quartz. Yes. Because I was brave and I went to the nether. And I actually got quartz. Let's go. It's been a while since I've been in the nether, but I did go there at one point. No, not the dropper. I need the observers. And then I also need 13 of those. But what am I running out of? I'm running out of redstone. No, I'm running out of cobblestone. Also redstone, but yes, go make your iron farm. You're gonna be so happy with it. Cobble. There we go. Let's see. Let's make 13 as well. Bam. There we go. Then we need redstone dust to connect that up. But that should be good. Then we need dirt or sand so that the sugarcane can grow on something. So let's get that. So then we have the sugarcane. I'll put the rest of the sugarcane in my miscellaneous plant chest for now. Is that good? I'll put that. No, wait. I'm probably gonna. Okay. Wow. Maybe finish the sentence, Ro. Try to think out loud, but like actually finish your thoughts. I was thinking I have a sugarcane crate in my windmill because initially I was farming it you know, at the rest of my farms. So right there, I have a place. But now I'm realizing if that farm's going to be in my storage room, it would make a lot more sense to just in like the miscellaneous plant chest have like one chest dedicated for sugarcane, because we're probably going to collect quite a lot. Because I that's the whole point, that I have like enough sugarcane to just grab whenever I need it, because I already have my mob farm, which means that gunpowder is like, I have enough gunpowder. Because I've used my mob farm for XP grinding quite a lot. So I think at the mob farm, I almost have a full double chest of gunpowder. And over here, I already have like a couple of stacks that I just took at one point. And I already made a lot of rockets. I realize I don't have rockets in my inventory right now. Hold on. But yeah, look, I made a red shulker box specifically so that I would have rockets. So that I could like easily see which one is the one with the rockets because it's red. Instead, I made a cow and a mob farm first. That makes sense. Mob farms are also super useful, right? If I wanted to add Mizunos, do I need both the ones? Yes, you need both. Because Mizuno is a texture pack that was created a while ago, and Mizuno themselves haven't actually updated it. So someone else has added all the textures for all of the newer wood types. So for example, you can technically use it without, like you don't have to install it. It's just that, for example, the pale oak will just have the regular vanilla Minecraft texture. And for some blocks, it actually looks a bit weird. Because Mizuno's does change the way the game looks so much, you're gonna like see a weird difference between the ones that actually look vanilla and the ones that are Mizuno's. So there's other people that have added like the extension to Mizuno's to include all of the newer blocks. So you could technically not download it, but I can recommend still downloading both of it. Okay, so we got that. I need my buckets. I know granite with Mizuno's is one of my favorite blocks, and then granite without Mizuno's is like, I hate that. Genuinely hate it. Okay, we're gonna grab some water. We're gonna grab some water. Oh, if you want to know what it looks like, do you see the foundation of my house here? That's granite with Mizuno's. Like, it's actually really cottagecore. The chimney is also fully granite with Mizuno's. Like, I really wish that it actually looked like that in the game. Like, I can play without Mizuno's pretty okay at this point. Like, I've gotten used to more vanilla textures, but I miss granite. But at the same time, I also dislike the way that terracotta looks with Mizuno's. That's the only block I really wish... Like, the only way that it will look like regular terracotta is if you use it in the wastelands. As soon as you take it out of the wastelands, the texture changes. And I don't know why they decided to do that. How does it look? Wait, I think I have some terracotta, so I could show you. I actually don't like it. I know, Jess. I know, same. Hold on. I have it over here. Okay, so you know how this is what the blocks regularly look like. Wow, I struggle to say that. Like, this is normal. This is like how you would see it in the wasteland. As soon as you place it, it has this, like, if it's a singular block, it has a full-on pattern, and otherwise it has this big border around it. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. It, like, completely takes away what I think is the charm of terracotta, which is that it's, like, so even. Like, I don't want the border. I don't mind if you place it as a singular block, that it has the pattern. I think that can be really interesting for decoration. But I don't want it to have that connective texture of the border. I don't like it. That is genuinely my only beef with Mizuno's. Every other thing in this entire pack, I love. I love it more than vanilla. That's the only thing I don't like. Okay, so I have my water. I think I actually need a third water bucket. Hold on. I should have made this a long time ago. I keep postponing making a third water bucket for absolutely no reason because I have so much iron. I'm just lazy, I think. But for an infinite water source, I need to make sure that I have that. But yeah. I mean, to be fair, at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of okay with it if that's the only thing I don't like. Terracotta is already a block that I don't build with all that much. If they ever added terracotta slabs and stairs, like if you could add terracotta to a stonecutter, listen, then it would become a block that I build with a lot because the color variations in terracotta are actually beautiful. I'm always sad when I realize that they don't actually, like you can't do anything with it apart from just a block. Or you can do the glazed one, which is nice for flooring, I guess, for patterns and stuff. Okay, listen, I need to figure out, I think I might just use mangrove because the entire basement is already mangrove. Because I need to like make sure that we have enough space. Okay. And that I can like add things. I am gonna put the observers on top of this. Is that correct? Because that would suggest that the sand goes in here. No, the pistons go on here. Sorry. I'm just gonna try to like make one of, that's the wrong way around. Okay. I never know how pistons place. But then we need to run a redstone line on the back. I remember that to power all of them, we need space in the background. Can the new shells be waterlogged? I actually don't know. You might have to look that up on the wiki. I genuinely don't know. I don't think I've ever tried it. Yes. Oh my God. The placement for flooring. Listen. Okay. I don't want to spoil too much of the build that I've done for the YouTube video, but I can tell you I almost rage quit on trying to place glazed terracotta flooring in that one because it just it wouldn't place normally. It was infuriating. Okay. So we are lucky because here we actually run into a problem that underneath here there's water. There's like a water cave. On this side we don't have that issue. So I can just place the sand here. That should work. Then we're gonna have to add blocks. And then we have the observers right there, I think. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Oh, I hate placing observers. Also, why is the logic for placing observers and placing pistons not the same? Well, yeah, it is 90 degrees counterclockwise, but it is not consistent. Like, it doesn't always place right, which is why it gets really infuriating. Is it placed correctly now? Yes. Oh my God. Look at me figuring that out. I think. No, sorry. The observer needs to be one lower. There we go. And then I said that I wasn't going to add the slice in here because we need the rail to be able to go to the side. I'm like trying to build this from memory from when I did this on Girly Pop, which is a while ago. So I'm probably doing it wrong. I'm just seeing how much I can do without looking up a tutorial because I think it's fun. I'm also realizing that if we're going to add water over here, I have the placement issue with deep slate. The cobbled works, but any direct, but deep slate is annoying because if I want to place it and you might, it gets cobbled without silk. Yes, but they now added that you, well, I guess that's not really relevant if you, hold on. originally you could, there's certain things that you can only do with cobbled, right? Like if you want to put it in the stone cutter, normally if you have the non-cobbled, just the deep slate, you can't make anything with it. So you can only do that if you have the cobbled. But if you get later in game, most people have silk touch on their pickaxe. So if you then mine deep slate, you're only going to have the normal deep slate. Which for a lot of people was very infuriating because over time they would never have cobbled deep slate anymore. They would have to literally go mine to get cobbled deep slate if they wanted to build with it. They finally added something to the stone cutter, which in my version of the game, I haven't updated it yet far enough to have that. But in the newest version of the game, you can now put regular deep slate into the stone cutter to turn it into cobbled deep slate, which sounds like such a minor thing, but it's actually a big difference. It's like actually important. How is your overlay in Minecraft called so I can look it up myself? I love the soft pastel vibes it gives and also how the symbols are below on the screen. Type !mod pack and you'll get an overview of everything. The things you're referencing are multiple things. They're not just one thing. The icons and like the pastel overlay like this is the flowery UI, but it's multiple links. You need to download the one for you need to download the GUI and you need to download the action bar one. So that's why I'm saying if you go to the mod pack page, both of them are listed and you'll get both of the download links. And there are even additional things you can download that will change certain things in how specifically the action bar, how it looks. If you want to change it out. Also, thank you for the self-care check. Ashley should take a sip. I needed that. Okay, hold on. I just realized, oop, placed that wrong. Because we're going to add water in between there. I'm going to actually have to make sure that it doesn't go underneath the slabs. I am also realizing that... Ooh, I didn't... Oh. Love myself a too powerful shovel. This happens so often. We're actually going to have to mine this out. Hold on. Let's hope there's not a water cave underneath here. Because we're going to have to do a hopper minecart that goes underneath the sand. So I think this will be correct. And that's where we're going to do the powered rails so we can let it turn around. Okay, so I'm going to need rails. I just realized this. I haven't actually grabbed that. I grabbed everything else. I'm genuinely going to see if I can build this. I think the only thing that I'm going to need is I'm going to have to look up how to power the pistons and the observers correctly. I think the rest I can genuinely build from memory. I hope. Okay, I have powered rails and I have normal rails. Will you look at that? Then I need redstone torches, so I need some sticks. And I'm also trying to avoid the mistakes that I made the last time. Like, first putting in the sugarcane and then forgetting that I needed to put in... Oh, I also need hoppers. Crap. Hold on. See? This is... Because technically you need to build this farm, like, from the bottom up. Because otherwise things get messed up in the order. You can't place them later. So we need chests. And we need iron. Oops. I wish you could lock item frames because the amount of times that I've accidentally clicked on an item frame and rotated the stupid thing, infuriating. Let's do 2 hoppers so we can connect it to a double. Well, actually we could work with 1 hopper, I think. We can do 1 hopper. And then I also need a hopper minecart, so maybe I can immediately make that now that I have. Here we go. Now I should have all of the things I need. Sure. Well, actually, I've looked it up. I couldn't find it. I forgot to make the torches. It's really nice that I'm building this in my storage room because I can just keep walking up. 2 redstone torches. And then I'm going to have to remember how to power the rail. You know what? If I just put the chest with the hopper in the middle, then I'm not locking the hopper if I connect it because this is an issue that I had the last time, and I know this is gonna. Oh wait, actually, this is in the wrong place. And I'll explain later why this is of significance. But I had this issue the last time that the way that I placed the chest and I wanted to do the powered rails were actually locking the hopper, which was really annoying. But I think I can prevent that this time. Oop, that's supposed to be a powered rail. And then can I power it? But I never remember where to place the torches. Yes, that way it's powered. Okay. And then that one can go there. Now the minecart should be going to the sides. Okay. And then there should be... Hold on. Because the hopper minecart is going on here. And then it should be going over a hopper. Please let there not... Okay, there we go. And that hopper should be feeding into a chest. But because I'm now putting these hoppers in the middle, it's not being locked by that redstone torch. I know, right? That's what I would have figured as well. That there probably would be a mod for it, but at least I couldn't find it. But that's maybe also just because I was like, my search was too limited. There is so many Minecraft mods out there that sometimes I also just don't know. Okay, so now we have the hopper minecart, which is going to pick up all the items because we're going to place the sand right above this. And then this is where we can collect our sugarcane later. However, this is where the water is going to be. So that chest is in the wrong spot. But then, do I just do double hoppers? To like link it up? I guess I could do that. I guess maybe that is the best course of action. Then we're just going to have to do a hopper here. Hold on. Let's remove that so I can properly see what I'm doing. That does mean I first need to go make another hopper. Again, very happy I have an iron farm. Otherwise, this would have been such a pain. Let's do that. And then we're going to have to get those chests. Luckily, I also have a ton of chests from cleaning out my previous storage room. No, I didn't. There we go. Double chest. That hopper is already going that way, I think. We can quite easily test this later because that hopper should be feeding into that one. If I throw my shovel on there, it ends up in the chest. Perfect. Okay, so the hoppers are working. Then I can place this stone back here. Then the only downside is that we're going to have to keep this open somehow. But I also need to close that somehow so that the water doesn't go in there. I also need planks there so I can make that a full block. Hold on. Iron farm first, then other farms. Yes. I was thinking trapdoors. Yeah. Do I have any? I do have 2 mangrove trapdoors. Perfect. And then I need... hold on. Jungle planks. No, not dark oak. Sorry. Those ones. The full ones. I feel like this is already like brain gymnastics to me. I genuinely don't know how people that do like really complicated redstone. I'm like, how? How do you do that? Zero comprehension on my side, actually. No, they need to be on the block above this, actually. Hold on, let's place temp blocks so we can place the trapdoors against them. There we go. And then I think if we open them, yeah, that should keep out the water. And that actually looks kind of cool. I like it. Yeah, and then we can easily access this. The thing is, we're going to put, like, glass over this. And then we're just going to keep, like, 2 blocks of glass away so that we can easily grab the sugarcane every single time. Okay, so then we start with the water and the sand. This is, like, the tricky part, because if I fuck this up, it's going to be really annoying to fix. And these... Oh, wait. I should first put the minecart. Hold on. Let's see if that goes back and forth. It does. Let's go. And then this should go up there, and it shouldn't fall because it's technically sitting on top of those rails. Well, it shouldn't fall, but I definitely fell. That was embarrassing. Hold on. I'm wondering if we close this, if the water will spill over. I don't think it will. That might actually be smart to just keep them closed for now, because then I cannot keep falling in. It doesn't actually spill. Perfect. Nope. Whee! Just making sure all of them are full water blocks. Okay. So I did, in fact, need 2 buckets, not 3. I don't know why my brain cooked up that I needed 3. Okay, so technically that now works. I guess I could add the glass on top of the water. Out of curiosity, if I throw some sand... Not on there. If I throw some sand... Is it going to get picked up? Yeah, it is going to get picked up. Okay, that all got picked up by the hopper. Let's pretend I didn't just place a block of sand there. That was very silly. Oh. I don't want to talk about this. The amount of times I've just fallen in is embarrassing. Yay! Okay, let's go. We got our sand back, so that now works. We have officially figured out that that works. So now the next step is the fact that we need to hook this up. I will look up a tutorial for that part because I genuinely don't remember. And I fear that there actually might be a slight chance that we need 2 blocks. So then we might have to start digging into the wall, which I'm not excited for, but I think we'll survive. However, hold on. Quickly, before I do this, I should probably make sure that I have glass. And if I don't have glass, I should probably make sure that I go smelt some sand. Because I want to encase this in glass. Okay, I have 29. That's not going to be enough. So I need to get sand, which is downstairs, and I need to go put it in my smelter. So that can... I think I might actually still have glass in there. Writing down everything you are doing here. Oh, that's risky. Because I might be doing it wrong. Just so you know. I can recommend... Also... Make sure that you look up a tutorial for the right version. I'm just realizing this now. Probably, I think we were playing on 21.1 on Girly Pop as well. But for Redstone specifically, it is extremely important that the version of your game is correct. With the farm that you're building. Because otherwise, it's just not going to work. Okay, I think with this, we should be able to... We should be okay, actually. But yeah, redstone farms are really... Like, the function of redstone changes quite often in the game. I made sugarcane farm before my forever world, so I could technically just copy that. Yeah, that is nice. Okay, hold on. Let's actually look up... YouTube. Let's look up auto sugarcane farm 21.1. Okay. This tutorial is literally 1 minute and 45 seconds. So I'm not gonna... Whoa, that's loud. I'm not gonna go through all the trouble of... Actually, did I do this correctly? Yes, I did. They actually have the observer... In this tutorial, they have the observer, like, right here. But I think in my case, I might like it if the sugarcane... Wait, does the... How tall does sugarcane grow? Does it only grow 3? Three blocks. Okay, so it needs to move down. That's actually my fault. I forgot about that. So we're going to have to put it like this. Because then the sugarcane, this is going to be 1, 2, and then as soon as it reaches 3, the pistons are going to kick off. So that makes more sense. I was mixing it up with bamboo because obviously bamboo can grow a lot taller. So then it's actually convenient to put it higher and then only let it go off as soon as one bamboo reaches a high part, because then it will just maximize your bamboo output. But I think for sugarcane, this actually works. Okay, hold on. I mostly need to know the redstone part. On the back. Okay, so they have the pistons, the observers, and then they just connect it with redstone bits like that. Okay. Is that everything I need to do? That feels awfully easy, I'm not gonna lie. Do I use stone then? Because you can't see it anyways. And I have plenty of stone, so that's actually kind of convenient. Okay, just need to go get some more stone. Wait, hold on. Now I'm curious. Gonna lock. Oh, yeah, lock the item frames. Yep. I was like, what is this conversation about? I was curious. I wanted to be included. So the thing is, we're not going to see these stone blocks anyway, so I can just use anything I want. There we go. I do want to make sure that these are all stripped, because you're going to see them behind the sugarcane, and that way it actually will match a little bit better. Okay, so then we need to place all of our pistons. Don't fall in there, Ro. And then we need to place all of our observers. Hold on. I just need... Oh, did I miscount? Did I make a piston too many? I guess I did. Oops. Enjoy ice cream. And also, Transit Biker, welcome in. Happy Pride to you as well. Can we get some Pride celebration in chat? Can you guys all just type ! Pride? Because I feel like we need it. You're missing a piston. Oh. Oh, true. Lol. I was already so confused. I was like, did I genuinely just make too much? Let's go. I see so much pride. It makes me happy. There we go. I also had an observer too many, so I should have known. And also, yeah, feel free, like, put your favorite pride emotes in chat. Love to see it. Okay. Out of curiosity, I guess we could, like, technically test this. If we place... Yep, the pistons go off. Okay, so it works. I did it correctly. As soon as anything in front of that observer changes, the pistons go off. Oh my goodness. Did I just actually, like, build this farm without making any mistakes? Oh my god, Esther, not the Dorito. Not the Dorito. I can't believe you just did that to me. Yay! Let's go light. Oh my goodness. I hope it will be accepted as well. Okay, hold on. Because I am tempted. This is probably a bad idea because it's gonna float the water. But I'm tempted to update these back to the dark oak planks because I think it actually blends in better. Oop. Abu! Hello? We're Weren't you doing a Pomodoro-thon today? How did it go? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. I hope you had the best time. Please tell me that you're going to go rest and that you're going to go relax now because, hello, you just did an insanely long stream. How did it go? How was it? I checked in earlier, like somewhere in the afternoon. You had raised almost $600 already? Like 586 or something like that? Absolutely crazy. You passed the 600. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. That is a massive milestone. 12 plus hours. Please go rest. Go hydrate. Go get yourself some food. I am so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. You did freaking amazing. For anyone from my side, if you're not following Abu, aka the Flying Fox Den yet, what are you doing? Literally one of my favorite people on this entire planet. Not just on Twitch, just on the planet. We met, well, technically we met through Twitch, but then we also met through my old work. And then we just instantly became besties. And Abu's awesome. Makes fantastic art, has a great community, and has fostered such a safe space here on Twitch. So please make sure to go drop a follow. And literally just past 600. I'm so proud of you. So you raised this month what you did in the last 2 years combined. You get to treat yourself to something so nice. Like, I mean, you get to treat yourself any day, but like, please celebrate that milestone. Please make sure to like actually take the moment to acknowledge how insane that is, because that is so incredible. Holy shit. Also, thank you so much for coming over to raid. We were gonna actually play Small Spaces today, but it crashed my stream twice. It just literally wouldn't run without crashing everything. Oh yeah, you were here. Well, yeah. So that wasn't great. So now we're playing Minecraft. I'm building a farm, and I've actually somehow managed to build this from memory. And I'm kind of surprised with myself. Kind of proud, actually. So now I'm just gonna enclose it in glass. Also, this is a nice farm. It is automated, but it's a nice farm. It's a plant farm, okay? No murdering of animals happening here. Yes, go stretch and lurk, go do your thing. Thank you so much for coming over and dropping off all of the great people. I will take good care of them, I promise. Is that the right place? That is the right place. Do I just put the glass on top of here as well? I'm gonna fall in, am I not? Maybe that's actually kind of cool. Then we have like the lantern sort of hanging behind it. That looks kind of cool. I mean, I didn't actually have to place anything there, but... Does it look kind of cool? It does give the thing a little bit of extra dimension. I think I like it. Okay, and I'll just place this over the water. So that I also cannot fall in the water. I think that is probably wise. Also, I love how, like, in certain places, if I'm standing there, you can actually hear the rain outside in my world. And then in certain places, you don't hear it at all. Okay, I might actually have to take away that glass because I'm running out of glass. Silly story, but we don't actually need it back here. Just went to a gong bath with your mom for the first time. It was so incredible. Wait, what is that? I don't think I've ever heard of it. I would love to learn more. That sounds super intriguing. It sounds like something I would like. I don't know why, because I don't know what it is, but it does. Your commentary of a few of the townies are top tier. I was so pissed off with the old ladies. Listen, they were really getting on my nerves. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna take back this glass because it looked kind of cool, but also unnecessary. Hello. There we go. soothes the nervous system. Wait, it's like a meditation thing. They create music vibrations with these huge circle instruments, and you just lay there and close your eyes. Wait, that reminds me. I feel like some people do that with ASMR streams. They do like sound baths. Is that the same or like similar? They have like these big sort of sound bowls. Because I like that. Okay, then I know what it is. That sounds amazing. I actually love to watch those streams. Hold on. Where is my exit? Here. I couldn't see where the glass was for a second. That was very silly. But I love those. Those are very calming. But I've never been to one live, so I'm really intrigued now, actually. I think I would really like it live. I remember, oh my God, this is genuinely a core memory for me. There's no other way that I can properly explain this. When I think it was my first time TwitchCon San Diego, Meadow, an ASMR artist on Twitch, who also, I think last year was one of the leaders of the Women's Guild, did a live ASMR session. It was literally just a room, and there were yoga mats on the floor. There were some chairs in the back. There were live musicians doing like very, very like mellow meditation music kind of vibes. And then she was doing ASMR style meditation talking. So she was like talking very soft, and she was like literally doing a live meditation session in ASMR style. I cried. I'm not even joking. I cried with how beautiful it was. It was also, it was on the Sunday morning, which was the third day of the con. All of us were overstimulated. All of us were tired. And this was at 11 a.m. in the morning. So we just came in. We had a coffee. You were allowed to bring in your coffee or your drinks or whatever. So we sat at one of the yoga mats. I just initially just sat there, had a couple of sips of my coffee, and then like joined the meditation. It lasted an hour. And I don't think I've ever felt as rejuvenated as I did after. Like, I felt so relaxed and alive. And like, I felt so ready for the last day of the con. And the funnest part was that I went with Megan, Water Megan, who also used to do ASMR on Twitch. So like, for me and her, it's a very well-known genre. But we also took a friend of ours, Walmart, who works at Twitch, who doesn't regularly listen to ASMR. I think he knows what it is, but I don't think he's like actively listening to it as much as me and Meg are. So it was really funny to sort of, or not funny like in a haha, but like interesting to sort of see that moment where like he was also relaxing, like he was also just leaning into it, and all three of us were just like sat there. Like afterwards we were just like, yeah, that was great. Like it was just exactly what we needed. And I'm so sad that ever since I genuinely have tried to look for it. Like I've looked in Rotterdam. I've looked when I'm traveling. I've looked at Twitch cons because I want to go to another live ASMR session. Like live ASMR, it hits, because one of the best things was they did have headphones. So they were all like whispering into microphones, and like the music instruments were getting recorded, and they had like noise canceling headphones. So it was live, but they still made sure that you had the best sound experience. I want to do that again. Like I want to do that again so badly. Okay, so I think we're done, by the way. Sounded very interesting to me. Actually put it on your books you want to buy list. I love that. I love that you actually like get book recommendations from the game. That's wonderful. But yeah. The only question I have is if the light level is high enough for this sugarcane to grow, because obviously we are underground. Light level needed sugarcane. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't matter. 0 to 15. Anything will do. So yeah, now I guess we just wait. We literally just leave this here, and yeah, as long as we're in the chunk, this will produce sugarcane for us. That's actually really nice. I'm really happy with that. I don't think I want to do bamboo just yet. I don't think we need it. Also, that made so much. That was great. Okay. I don't think we need a bamboo one yet because I have plenty of bamboo and it's really easy to grow. If we're ever going to do like a build where I'm going to need a lot of bamboo, I think I want to first make an automated bamboo farm. But for now, I think we're actually good. I'm just going to let that run for a while and see if it properly works. I'm going to clean out my inventory. However, I just noticed we have ads coming up in 5 seconds, and I actually really have to pee. So I think I'm going to use the ads to quickly OP because I didn't do that in a previous ad break. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the bathroom, and then once the ads are done, we're going to continue playing. But then at least we don't, like, you guys don't miss anything. I don't miss anything. Okay? Be right back. I'm back. Oh, that was good. Yes, let's go, Yule. And also, you know what they say, right? No such thing as late. So that goes for raids as well. Okay. Let's see. I was gonna clean up. I was gonna move all my shit into the right chests. And then in the meantime, we should probably see some of the sugarcane grow and confirm whether I, in fact, fully built this farm correctly. Hello. Hello, Timbo. Yeah, we're doing a little Sunday stream. A little Sunday stream because I was supposed to stream on Friday, but it was a little too warm in this room. It was a little not so fun in here. Just a little though. A lot. Also, hi my computer, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, this goes downstairs. This all goes downstairs as well. The chests still need to go up here. Oh, you know, really? Were you perhaps close? Did you see about Werchter Boutique, by the way? I mean, probably you heard about it. Being in Belgium land and everything. That room is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I actually recently, as in like 2 days ago, designed this. I moved all of my stuff in. So this is now my storage room with like room to expand, which I really like. Like we still have so much space here. And we also still have the attic. So if we ever need to, we can even expand up here. Like we still have so much. That it was so busy in traffic. No. That they canceled the headliner. They stopped it early. Katy Perry didn't perform because of the storm. Wow, I couldn't figure out that word for a second. Ooh, enjoy Kyros. Enjoy your ice cream. That sounds so good. Okay, let's go. That can go in here. That you missed. Yeah, it really sucked. People were kind of pissed because they literally announced it like 10 minutes or 15 minutes before her performance was supposed to start. I mean, I still think it was a good decision. Like, I agree with it because it was actually dangerous. Like, after what happened at Pukkelpop in 2011, for anyone who's not from this region and might have missed that, in 2011, Pinkpop. Big festival in the Netherlands. There was a storm and they decided to not cancel anything. They were like, no, our tents are like strong enough. People can find shelter. It's okay. And then one of the tents collapsed during the storm and it actually killed people, which is obviously like horrendous. So a lot of festivals these days, whenever the weather gets really bad, they're like very careful because no one wants that on their, like, I don't know, on their conscience ever. I thought it was Pinkpop, but maybe it was Pukkelpop. Maybe it happened at both, actually. Storm where? Oh, yesterday was Belgium and Netherlands. Well, it was in a big part of Europe, but in this case, I'm referring to a storm that passed on Belgium and the Netherlands. And the festival that got cancelled, or the headliner that got cancelled yesterday, was on a festival in Belgium. I'm going to the full festival next weekend, which is called Werchter, but they always build up the festival train, and then the weekend in advance, they do a smaller festival, which is called Werchter Boutique, which is just one day, which is more pop-focused. And they canceled the headliner yesterday because of the storm. Was Pukkelpop? Oh, I don't know why I thought Pinkpop then. Guess it was Pukkelpop. Hasn't something similar happened at Pinkpop, though? Why do I feel like I remember that? Maybe that was earlier. Yeah, and Werchter Park Live today, which I don't think they canceled. Oh, it's growing. Let's go. I don't think it's gone off. No, okay. I kind of... Is it weird that I want to stand here and, like, look at it? Portugal last week didn't know that was a storm. Yeah. I mean, Portugal's been part of the same heat wave. It's all... what is his name again? Keep forgetting. Papa Roach, Linkin Park. That actually sounds like a pretty good lineup, not gonna lie. But yeah, we're all part of the same heat wave bubble that is slowly bursting, and then it collides with cold air and obviously causes storm. I'm not joking. We had, like, there was hail, which was very weird. Yesterday, out of nowhere, it started hailing while the thunderstorm started. Like, genuine, I'm not joking, that the ice rocks were the size of, like, I think maybe double the size of Maltesers. Ginormous. I don't think I've ever seen hail like that before. So yeah, that would have been horrible if you were actually, like, at the festival. experienced a storm too. No one died, luckily, but it was not safe. Okay, so I guess maybe then I remember that in 2011 it was really bad at Pukkelpop, and then in Pinkpop, I guess I remember like everyone was stressed about it because it happened like only 3 years earlier. The candy? You meant the dog? No, that would have been crazy. But yeah, I would probably never reference a dog breed because I don't know dog breeds. I didn't even know that was... Now that you say it, I'm like, oh yeah, I think I've heard someone talk about dogs and said Maltesers, but I don't think would ever reference a dog breed. I'm not a dog person. If you have the glass over the water, it will not stop the sugarcane. Wait, hold on. Otter, thank you so much for the raid. Hold on. I was like doing too many things. My brain was so slow in processing that. But welcome in, friends. It's so nice to have you. How are you doing? How was your stream? I hope you had a lovely, lovely stream. Anyone from my side, if you're not following Otter yet, what are you doing? Go fix that right now. Literally such a good place on the internet. You guys will love it. I promise you. But thank you so, so much for coming over. Welcome in, friends. Penelope, welcome in. Otter, of course, welcome in. How was your stream? What were you up to today? I hope you had a great time. We are just playing some Minecraft today. I just built an automated sugarcane farm, and as you guys joined, I was literally watching it. I was watching my sugarcane grow to see if it works. So if you guys want to join to look at my plants growing, feel free to do so. Wait, Ross! Miv, hello! Hold on. Double raid! You guys can join. We're literally just sitting here looking at my plants growing. But hold on. Okay, no. No. Now double raid. We have to do raid video. I cannot not. But welcome in. How was your stream? I would love to know how co-working went today. I hope it went well. I hope you got lots of things done. Thank you so much for sending the goops over. I appreciate it lots. And for anyone from my side, if you're not following Rosser Saucer, the one and only Miv yet, what are you doing? Go fix that as well. Absolutely gentlest soul alive. Like, literally does meditative gaming streams. I don't know how else to explain it to you, but you need this in your life. You really need this in your life. I felt so peaceful when I raided into you last week on Wednesday. I was like hanging out in your stream just vibing, and it was perfect. Got a raid and run? Yes, of course. Go get your dinner. Enjoy. Do your post-stream self-care is very important. You know what we say here, self-care is very sexy. So I totally understand. Enjoy dinners. And thank you so, so much again for bringing the community over. And like I said, I have a raid video. It's like a 1-minute introduction to me and my streams and my community that I would love to share with you guys. And then I'll show you, well, then we can watch my plants grow in Minecraft. But thank you so much for being here, both of you. For anyone, if you already need to raid and run, raid and lurk, raid and rest, anything, please make sure to do so. I promise to take good care of your communities. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the other end of the formal introduction. Hi, welcome in. My name is Rosanna, or Ro, and online I go by rosannatxt because I'm quite the chatterbox, so I have a lot of text. See what I did there? I am a full-time creator and Twitch ambassador, and on my streams we do a mix of gaming. 8, 9. We did it! She is doing the partner pussy. I didn't mean to say partner pussy. Maybe Friday we're gonna murder all the chickens.
Oh, stop. You can pet the sheep. If this stream ends in us having another baby, I'm calling this challenge cursed. Oh my god, that's a child. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
We do co-working and sometimes co-reading. I am gonna start our first work session. I wish you guys good luck.
Thank you for the horses. You just made me say that in public.
And a sprinkle of IRL.
The grass one is not my favorite. For anyone asking, we're doing a beer tasting, and I'm currently drinking one that tastes like beer.
I am from the Netherlands, where I live with my partner and my 2 cats named Toot and Soos. Look at how annoyed she looks. She's like, human, I was sleeping. I love to use my platform to raise money and awareness for various charities. And somehow my community is the best at coming up with incentives and goals. Bonjour, oui, oui. Je m'appelle Charlie.
This is gonna be fine. This is fine.
So welcome to Runyon making onion soup.
Oh, and thanks to Twitch, I'm also known as the bell pepper girl.
You've never eaten a raw bell pepper?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you eat a bell pepper.
Our community is named the Jungle of Planties, and you are more than welcome to hang out with us. But don't forget to stretch and hydrate, because like we always say here, self-care is very sexy. That was the raid video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much again, both of you, for the raids. Like I said, your community and you are very welcome to hang out, but also please feel free to take some time away from the screen. Also, Pages by Lara, thank you so much for that brand new sub with your Prime. I appreciate that a ton. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You only have one Prime and you decided to share it with me. I am super honored. Also, Ocarina, welcome in. It's good to see you. I'm doing good. How are you? I hope you're also doing really well. As you guys joined, like I was saying, I'm literally watching my plants grow. And I know that sounds very silly, but this is an automated farm. And this farm should work automatically, hence the name Automated Farm. But I want to make sure that it works. And we need one of these to grow to that level, to the 3rd level, because all these little faces, they're observers, and they're basically observing the plant growth. And once they observe one of the plants growing in front of their little face, these things below here, they're pistons, they'll push forward, which means that all of them will get chopped off, and then they will all drop, and they will automatically get collected by a little minecart, and then I can go in here, and there's a chest there, and I can go pick it up. But now I just need to make sure that it actually works. So I'm waiting for one of them to grow in front of one of the faces so that we can see that it properly works. Because I almost entirely made this farm from my memory. I did have to look one thing up, but I was actually kind of proud that I remembered how to do it. Also, right as you guys joined, someone actually asked if the collection will not be blocked because I have glass on top of the water. It won't. The minecart is going underneath the sand. Quite ago. I really love your vibe. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you feel that way about the stream. Thank you so much for saying that, and thank you so much again for the sub. That's really genuinely so kind. Just arrived to the live and you're doing good. Let's go. I'm happy to hear that. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time zone as well. And that you continue to do good. We love to see that. Okay, come on. Plants, you got this. Grow. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Come on, one. I just need one of you suckers to grow. I just feel like I don't want to miss it. Like, I don't want to turn around and then hear it go off. Because I feel like that's what's going to happen. That would be so typical Minecraft. Maybe you need to sing for them. What do I need to sing for them? I like big plants and I cannot lie. Your other brothers can't deny. When a sugar cane grows tall. And and the pistons go off. We say, yeah. Just land on and stay on the sand. No, so the thing is, hopper minecarts, you could kind of see them as a vacuum. It's weird to explain, but a hopper minecart can suck items through a block. So the sugarcane will land on the sand, and then the hopper minecart will be underneath the sand directly, and it will suck it through. Trying water. So they have water. They have water. Well, look there. There's water right in front of them. They're very watered. But I guess if you're watering your daily plants here, if everyone does their daily plant check-in, just in case you haven't done that yet, maybe it works. Maybe it works. Who knows? Also, Jane, thank you so much for the 17-month resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. And thank you for watering your plants. I see Liv and Timbo watering plants. Maybe your water the plants is going to make the difference. Hold on. I can water the plants too. Hollow! Thank you so much. It worked! It was Hollow's resub and the start of a mythic hype train. Guys, we have a mythic hype train. I've never had a mythic hype train. I don't even know what it is. Thank you so much for the 43 months and also on freaking tier 2. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wait, hold on. Let me read. What is a mythic hype train? Ooh, a mythic hype train has 3 exclusive emotes that we can unlock. That are like, hold on. I'm gonna check. I think they're like the golden kappas, but different. But what the heck? Thank you guys so much for kicking off that hype train. And Hollow and Jane and Laura, please enjoy all of your subby perks because I think you three actually caused that hype train to kick off. Hold on, let me scroll. The mythic hype train. Emotes. Levels. Okay. This page is too long. Control F. Mythic. Mythic train is an ultra rare specialty hype train. When a mythic train appears, it is announced with a distinct banner. Okay, great. Oh, it doesn't even tell you what emotes you can unlock. I think I've seen them though. I think they're similar to the Golden Kappa one, but they're like other Twitch emotes that are also golden. But that's kind of rare. Ultra rare, actually. We just got an ultra rare hype train. Let's freaking go. Yes, of course, of course. Thank you so much for lurking. And good luck with your uni assignment. You got this. Also, Jennifer, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you, thank you. Do we choose it? No, I think it gets chosen automatically. And everyone who contributes to the hype train will get it. And I think it automatically picks between the three because it usually does that for hype trains. Like, you don't get to pick the emote yourself. Liv, thank you so much for the biddies as well. Thank you for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that. Also, hold on. It works! Okay, the whole system works. We now have confirmation that I've set up the farm properly. That's great. And you know what I like? I don't plan on like making it super beautiful or anything. Timbo, thank you so much for gifting a sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. And Beatrice, please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Timbo. Thank you. And I did it by memory. I know. Actually kind of wild. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it pretty because it's in the basement anyways. That's why I really wanted to have that basement for the storage room. So that I could just make easy farms. Oh, guys, I actually have to show you something. Yay! Let's go, Tally. I'm so happy to hear that. I am so happy to hear that. I have to show you guys something that I did. We have to go take a little bit of a flight, though. We're going to take a little adventure, but I worked really hard on this. That is a new one. Lancelot, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, it is a new one. I think they added it like a month ago or something. But they're kind of cool. Oh yeah, sometimes you can show, or you can see which emotes it can add. So it's the Cool Cat, it's the PogChamp, and another one. All in golden version, kind of similar to the Golden Kappa. And then just like the Golden Kappa one, it unlocks for like 24 hours. What the heck? Olympia, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. That is really, really kind. To everyone who just got gifted a sub, please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Olympia. That is literally so incredibly sweet. Thank you. And that just took us to the next level of the hype train. Wait, you see different emotes? Interesting. Okay, so it's gonna truly be a surprise then. That is an almost, that level 3 is also getting really close to being completed with that. Holy shit. You guys just zoomed through that level, huh? Thank you guys so much for all the generosity and support. I really appreciate it. I know, it says Mythic Train in the activity feed as well. It's like extra cool. Ah, the different levels have different emotes. Now I get it. Yo, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 100 bits. When Minecraft tells you to update mods or resource packs, do you do it or you do update it manually? I would make, well, the thing is, Minecraft tells you to update it whenever there is an update. That doesn't mean that the updated version is compatible with your version of Minecraft. So you have to check that the version of Minecraft that you have is compatible with the updated version. Sometimes it is. Sometimes a modder will just release an updated version of the mod for your version of Minecraft. But that's why I like to use Modrins, because Modrins will give you the option to update, but you can check if it's actually compatible. Hello? thank you so much for the 5 gifted as well. I appreciate that. What the heck? Thank you, thank you, thank you. To everyone who's got gifted a sub, please enjoy all of your subby perks courtesy of Mim Yaps. Should actually start saying your new username. Thank you so much. And Slick Shady, thank you so much for the 100 biddies as well. What the heck? Thank you, thank you. And Lex, thank you so much for gifting a sub to the community as well. Gold Dust Woman, please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Lex. That is really kind. Thank you all so much for all those gifted. Like, what I always really appreciate about gifted is that literally gives someone an entire month of subby perks. You can just shorten it to Mim. That I could do that. That works. That works. Also, Otter, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Joy. I appreciate that so much. Did I tell you I got to meet Joy? Such a random surprise. I did not know that Joy was going to be at TwitchCon. And then I just bumped into her at the partner lounge. It was really lovely. It was really nice seeing her. But thank you so much for gifting her a sub. That's very, very kind. And also, Sally, thank you. Wait, you were there too. I didn't know that. I mean, I did actually, but I didn't realize that. I mean, obviously, then you got to meet Joy as well. That makes so much sense. Why did my brain not connect that? Holy shit, what's happening, Timbo? That is, yeah. You guys just got some Dutch. Not just any Dutch. Very Rotterdam Dutch. Timbo, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Ven. Ven, enjoy all of your subby perks. Lancelot, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Hello? That's wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you for agreeing, Lara. I appreciate it. That's your first time seeing that alert. I think it's also maybe only the second time it went off. I basically just bitched about having to create a cake build in not in Minecraft, in The Sims. Even though I didn't want to build a cake, I wanted to eat the cake. But I said it with a very, very thick and heavy Rotterdam accent. That's not how I always speak, but I can speak like that, just for silliness. Yes, that's the alert for 1,000 bits. We have unlocked all the alerts at this point, I think. If you go into my about panels, there's a list of like all the amounts that have special alerts. There's like a little description of what it is. Initially, they were like mysterious, but then as soon as people used them once and like we played it once, I made it into a list. So there's like a whole bunch of different ones that have like a custom alert or like a custom clip to it. Curios, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted as well. That is really, really kind. To everyone who just got gifted a sub, please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Curios. That is a level 5 completed mythic train. Oh, is 2,000 plus still undiscovered? I think that's my fault. We actually discovered it. Chris actually cheered it like 2 weeks ago. I just haven't updated it. That's my fault. Also, thank you so much, Marley, for the biddies. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm like I was gonna show you guys something. Also, as I was arriving here, I actually realized that I should probably close this hole because I will fall into it. Hold on. Let me fix that really quickly. That was so loud, it actually jump scared me a little bit. Mels, thank you so much as well. Thank you for the 100 biddies. What is even happening? This is a Sunday. What are you guys doing? We did complete goals for the wheel spin for sure, yeah. I don't exactly know how much, but towards the end of stream we'll check. I mean, it's almost the end of stream, but we'll check and then I'll make sure to note how many wheel spins we're gonna do. I guess tomorrow on stream then. Because I want to make sure that we have proper time for them. So tomorrow on the gaming stream, we'll do the wheel spins. Normally I do them on the stream where we complete them, but considering that it's almost the end of the stream already, I figured it would make more sense to do them tomorrow then so that we don't have to rush them. But look what I made. It ain't pretty, but it's very functional. I made a little bridge so that whenever I'm landing with my elytra, pleur toch op. Heel erg ABN. Keurig Nederlands gesproken. What is going on? Hell, Yule, thank you so much for the 115 bits. And Cuckoo, excuse you. Thank you so much for the 20 gifted. That is literally above and beyond. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who just got gifted the sub. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month, courtesy of Cuckoo. That is so kind. Wait, it didn't. Hold on. No. Why did it not play the 2000 plus? That is supposed to play the 2000 plus. That's not the right one, Lancelot. I'm going to play it for you. Hold on. I'm going to fix this. What is even happening? Thank you so much for the 2,100 bits. I have no words. What is even going on? I'm going to play the alert for you. I promise. Hold on. I'm going to get it for you. Because that should have played. I don't know why that didn't. Is it set to exactly 2,000? I don't think it is. But I don't trust this anymore. The alerts sometimes have a little bit of issues. I'm going to play it for you. Hold on. I fix. There we go. It was actually my fault. But we just do this. It's a dancing lemon. We have a lemon party. Yeah, it's a dancing lemon, so we have a lemon party. Oh, apparently a lemon party means something else. Apparently it's something disgusting. I do not know what a lemon party is. I don't think I want to know what a lemon party is. Are you gonna ruin this? He's not. I mean, I can. I thought that was intentional. I don't know either. I genuinely don't know. Okay, now you have to tell me. You have to be more precise than this. Okay, apparently it means that old people are having sex. Now I need to know, like, the actual... Thank you so much. Thank you for the brand new sub. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month. Thank you so much for wanting to subscribe. That's a wild time to subscribe on. Oh. Okay. In the early 2000s, which explains why I don't know of it, because in the early 2000s, I was 5 years old. A phrase became infamous as bait and switch prank link. It led to users to a graphic adult image of elderly men, often used to trick unsuspected friends. In high school? Hello, no age chat, but... How do I ungo... What? How? What? Cuckoo! Excuse me! Hello? Thank you so much for another 20. That is literally insane. Thank you so much for welcoming in another 20 planties into the jungle for an entire month. Thank you so much. That is above and beyond kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll just call it a lemon dance then, instead of a lemon party. Or we'll just call it a party with a dancing lemon. Let's stay away from lemon party then. Learning my lesson. Definitely used after the early 2000s. Well, apparently I lived under a rock then. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. And thank you guys so much. Why? How? Why? Who? Level 10 on a mythic train? I literally have no words. Thank you guys for this insane support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The bits are really confused. I don't know how that is playing, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Certifiable Panda, thank you so much for the 100 bits. See, now it worked. Now I don't know. The Twitch bits are really confused. Koki, thank you so much for the biddies as well. Thank you all so much for this absolute wild support. I have no words. We just got an extra lemon dance. I'm going to have to focus really hard on not accidentally saying lemon party again. Lemon festivities, exactly. Lemon celebrations. But I was going to show you guys something. I've literally been standing on top of this like stone pillar for what, like 10 minutes now, because all this chaos, I just don't even know what to say. I am so thankful. Thank you guys so much for this literal insane support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't even know what to say. Literally don't know what to say. But thank you all so much. I was gonna try. Y'all, okay, the chaos is still ongoing, Abu. The chaos is not even done. The mythic train is very much still happening. It's on level fucking 10. Like, what do you mean? Like, actually, what do you mean? As I was showing you guys, I made like this island was already here. So this is my little landing platform. Oh, mobile isn't showing it. It's still very much ongoing. We have like 1.5 minutes still going. No, Esther. No. Please don't let Abu be innocent. And then I made 2 things. Look, we can drop in here without dying. Chris, thank you so much for the biddies as well. Thank you. Well, a mythic train allows you to unlock very special golden emotes for 24 hours. It's something brand new on Twitch. I've never had a mythic train. This is the very first one. So if you participate, you know how you can get a golden kappa? This is like other golden emotes. And look, this is where our end portal is. Golden emotes. Thank you so much for the biddies, Mike. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you'll get golden emotes. But yeah, it's kind of wild. Absolutely wild. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, I made elevators into our portal room. I eventually want to make this portal room pretty because yeah, I don't like the vibe of this. We're gonna make this a pretty room. I also closed it off so no mobs can actually come in because we are literally in a cave. Speaking of, there is a mob there. See? That's what I'm talking about. We're literally in a cave. I don't like that. So I closed it off and I made sure. Thank you guys so much for that mythic train. This is genuinely wild. I don't even know. Oh my god, we got the cool cat one. We got the cool cat one. I love that one. And you know what the best part is? You get to use it for 24 hours. I'm actually streaming co-working and gaming. So I'm actually live for like, I don't know, 10 hours tomorrow. So you guys get to use it in chat if you want. I mean, you can use it everywhere. You can use it all across Twitch. But that also means that you guys get to use it actually in this stream. You get to flex it. All the cool cats. Exactly. Yes, so everyone gets the same golden one, apparently. I'm learning as we go as well, but you also get the hype train emote because I see Timbo also got the cow. So it's like an additional thing. You get the hype train emotes, but you also get an additional golden emote. That is actually really cool. I like the cool cats. I like the golden cool cat. That was like the best one to get, I think. Oh, that's not what you're supposed to Google, Abu. That's not what you're supposed to Google. But it's all good. Wait, you got a cat with a crown, but did you also get a golden one? Timbo, you have both? Now that is a flex. That's what Esther said. Esther's just trying to protect you. Yeah, nice. Let's go. But yeah, this is our end portal room. So here we can go to the end if we ever, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. If we ever want to go and get more shulker boxes or another elytra, we can just easily drop in here and let me actually sleep because it's dark outside. But you know how the last time that we were here, we had to like dig up and it was really annoying and it's like not easy. Now we can like easily get in here and easily get out of here. Look, I made a bubble vader. Which we can immediately fly out of to go home. No light. Oh no, I hate that for you. I'm so sorry. But yeah, do you get also look at how cool it looks to fly if you have Voxy on. I've just been like really loving flying around. That lava looks crazy. But yeah, we can now easily get into our end portal room, which means that eventually, not anytime soon, I need to recover with some cozy building first from my bravery of getting shulkers and an elytra. But eventually, I think I want to build an Enderman farm. Because Enderman farms are so much more effective for getting XP. So if we ever want to do any enchanting, if we want to, you know, mend our tools or anything, it is so much easier. And like, I'll still use the mob farm because the mob farm is extremely useful for like getting gunpowder and stuff. So I'll still occasionally from time to time just, you know, go to the mob farm and make sure that I get enough gunpowder and enough bones for bone meal. But sometimes if you just, like if you're in the middle of a big build project, you want to quickly just fix up your tools, it is so much more convenient to have an Enderman farm. Yeah, you can build that in the end. It's like, it basically works similar to a mob farm. So you just build like a big spawn platform and then they spawn in there and then you push them in and then they fall down and then they have like one heart basically. And then they're like one-hit kills. So you can very quickly, very easily kill a bunch of Endermen and they give you a crazy amount of XP. Which means that if you're like using mending on all your tools, they actually mend really fast. But I think that's a project for another day. I think like I will probably do like Enderman farm plus making the end portal room look pretty and stuff like that. Also, I want to potentially like in the end, I was actually thinking like it might be cool to do a build in the end at one point as well. I don't know. I was feeling inspired. Like on the start island or something, or I don't know. Like do something cool. No, that's not that. Actually, that kind of sounds like a horror game. If you build an Enderman farm, the sounds they make when they die are horrific. Oh, yes. I love those two. I love the cow and the cat will be my all-time favorite, but I'm maybe a little bit biased. I don't have a plan for a nether portal build. So my nether portal there is going to have to go. As in, I will keep it somewhere on this island, but I don't want to have it right there. I just build it out of convenience there. There are a couple of options that I can do for my nether portal. The first option for the nether portal would be to have it in the middle of the town square. So right where I'm standing, or right about where I'm standing now, what I'm going to do is this dock is going to go, and we're going to change all of this into like a town square with like a fortified wall around here. We're going to actually have a proper dock that comes out, which we're all going to decorate. I'm going to terrain tool this to make this hill look a little bit nicer. And, you know, we're going to make this entire part look good. I think that's my next project, actually. My next project is to make sure that now that we have all kinds of nice buildings, the connecting parts also look good. So one of the things is, so that's the other thing, Lara. The other option is up here. I'm going to do some sort of like a medieval fantasy build. I want it to blend with the rest I've done. So I'm not going to go high fantasy. We're going to go more like historical medieval fantasy on top here, which is going to be a library build. Then we're going to have a path that kind of comes up from the dock and winds up here. Like, that's the plan. There is going to be a dock here. You can either walk from the dock onto the town square into all the buildings. This kind of looks like a town hall. That kind of looks like a warehouse. That's the vibe. Or you can take the winding path up here, and there's going to be a build up here that's going to be a library that will have our enchanting setup. And from here, you'll have a drop that goes down into our villager breeder as well as into our trading hall. So like that's all going to be connected up nicely. So that I feel like that makes sense, right? Like your villager trading it makes sense that it's really close to your enchanting setup and that your villager breeder is also close to it. And then we have this weird patch of land in the back here, which is currently also looking way too square. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to bring the terrain out a little bit over here. And make sure that this part of the mountain is also a little bit smoother. But I'm thinking maybe what I would like to do is, you know, when you come up here with the winding path and you have the library, that either you can walk through the library or around the library. And that over here, we're going to have some sort of like pergola that has the portal in it. Yeah, I was thinking fountain in the middle of town square as well, instead of a nether portal. I think I like that as well. So then I was thinking also because it would make sense to have the library and then the portal sort of in the back. Or lighthouse. I don't know. I don't think I want to do a lighthouse here. I feel like maybe I could do a lighthouse somewhere on the island, but not here. Not here, I think. But yeah, that's kind of my vision for now is to have a build up here and then, well, make sure that this is a lot smoother because right now this terrain is really rough. This is how it generated though. I didn't do anything. So I'm just going to terraform it to make it look a little bit better. I guess we can basically extend this piece of land all the way around because this is already here, so it won't look super weird that we extend it. And then we can smoothen out this mountain. And then we can just make sort of almost like a magical backyard to the library, right? Like you'll go into the library and then if you walk out of the library, we can also like try to make it in a way. I don't know exactly how to do that, but maybe like add like trees or something here, which I think would also really be like a really nice backdrop for the farm to have like taller trees back here. And then you don't really see it. Like this is going to be like a secret backyard and that's where the nether portal is going to be. I kind of feel like that would match because then you also have the nether portal and enchanting together, which in my opinion makes sense because they're both like magical, mythical. Something like that is my idea. So I think when we're going to play tomorrow, I might actually want to start with, well, basically the big project that I'm talking about right now, which is probably, I don't think we're going to immediately start with the build here. I think the build is going to be secondary, but I think what I'm going to do is we should probably first figure out the terrain. Because the terrain is going to make a really big difference in how I decorate the rest. So we're first going to fix this up. This mountain, I think tomorrow is the day we're going to finally fix it. We're going to make sure that the winding path that I talked about is actually existing. And that the terrain all around here looks a lot less rough and is like cleaned up so that we can start laying out all the builds and things we want to do. And also for the town square, we're going to have to figure out something really important. And maybe you guys can help me think about this. Right now, it's grass. I personally think for it to look like a proper town square, we're gonna have to. I don't think the path's gonna be hidden. The path's gonna be pretty obvious. I want it to look like, I want it to be clear that you can go up that mountain. Although I think the town square is probably gonna be stone. A chapel on the outside, library on the inside, with a portal hell in the basement. Well, we can't really put portal hell in the basement because the basement is already villager hell, as you can see. This is the basement. Portal hell will go in the backyard. That is not a creeper behind me, no, because it's daytime. So there would not be a creeper behind me. Block that from your mummery. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So stone over here, so it like properly looks like a town square. We can maybe do like little market stalls with a big fountain in the middle. Yes, of course. Thank you so much for hanging out, Ocarina. Thank you. We can do port back here. We can do mountain here with like a path that goes up. That doesn't have to be a hidden path. It just has to look whimsical. Just kind of like the path that we have here, right? Like, I wouldn't mind if the path that is here sort of connects to the path that like winds up that mountain. Like, it kind of goes around it. I think that would be nice. And then we could just do trees and bushes around it to make it look like it blends in. And then I think I want to have a stone path coming up here. Like, the stone from the town square is going to come all the way up here and lead into my storage room. No, but I don't want to build another room for the basement. Why would I do that, Souls? I'm perfectly fine with having the portal here. Like, I think I've decided on the location of the portal, so I don't want to move it into the basement. The storage looks so good, thank you. I'm really happy with how it turned out. For anyone who might have missed it in the beginning of stream, right before we wrap up, then I'm actually going to go find someone to raid. I'm going to show you guys something. For anyone who hasn't seen it, because actually the thing that we're going to do tomorrow is going to drastically change the way that the base looks. Look what I made. I'm really proud of this. I made a map of how the base currently looks. And we can actually make a new map after we've done a lot of base building. So like after we change a lot of things and we update it, we can make a new map. And I can make like a new map every 3 to 6 months. And then eventually we can maybe build like a museum also on the island. I was thinking maybe like somewhere back here or something, we can have some sort of a museum building that has all of the maps. It can be like a Hall of Fame or like a map hall, but I was thinking Hall of Fame specifically because currently I hung these up here, but like we also have our bows that we use to defeat the Ender Dragon. So I'm thinking like we can make that sort of like a memory place where we can also have maybe like specific armor or like an elytra or whatever, like something can go up there. We can maybe have, I don't know, like more maps and stuff like that. We can make it sort of like a memorial hall for everything that we've gone through in this world or like specific moments that happened. That was kind of my thought to eventually do that. But I'm really happy with how the map turned out. It's really cool that you get to see like my starter home and then the iron farm and the storage room. And then that's the windmill. Those are the barns. That's the honey farm. Then we have that like really nice lake that I did in the middle, which actually on the map looks so good. And then our farm fields. And then hopefully from tomorrow onwards, we'll see all of this update. Well, we won't see it update. We actually have to make a new map, but like eventually we'll see it be updated. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking now. Also, what I'm thinking now is that it's time for me to wrap up because I just realized that I actually have to record something still. Oopsie. Doesn't take long. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I actually have to record something really quickly before I go to sleep. And tomorrow I'm back at 9:45 because we are doing co-working. So let me see who we can actually go raid. Long day for you. It's not that bad. It is not that bad. I had a pretty chill weekend, actually. I mean, the alternative is recording it tomorrow. Then it would have been a long day. Then I would definitely have struggled. I have a plan. I think I know where I want to go. Because I literally never get to rate this person, let alone on a Minecraft stream. We're going to go say hi to Amber. Yes, this would be 4 wheel spins, correct. So maybe we can do 2 tomorrow, 2 on Tuesday. Or we can just do all of them tomorrow, but if all of them land on Hunger Games, I might like spread it out a little bit. We can do 4. I think that should be okay. I don't know why I'm making a problem out of this. There's no problem, actually. Damn, Abu, 11 p.m. Yeah, I could never. My bedtime is like 12. Okay, so we're going to go say hi to one of my really good friends. Thank you, Esther. I appreciate it. We're going to go say hi to one of my really good friends who's also playing Minecraft. She is playing on a lore SMP. So I just want you guys to know that she might not be in a place to say hi to all of you. She is doing a lot of storytelling. And that means that she can be like very engrossed in the character. And within that character, she might not be able to like properly say hi to everyone joining. She might acknowledge the raid. She might not at all because she is, like I said, within a storytelling session. For anyone who's ever watched any like D&D, imagine that this is like D&D in Minecraft. They all have a role to play. They're building their lore. They're building their storyline. And it seems like they're doing something a little scary. I don't know. They're exploring something. I don't exactly know what. I haven't been fully updated with the lore, but it's a really, really cool concept. It's a really cool SMP. They all have dragons. They're basically at a dragon university or like a dragon school. And they're all trying to learn to become dragon riders. But there's a lot going on at this school. Every person has its own character with its own backstory. Amber is a fairy, and her fairy is very gentle, and also trying to figure out her place in the world. She also died and came back from the death. So that is very, very, very brief update on like her character and what she's doing. She's awesome. I know that you guys will love it over there. She does a bunch of Minecraft stuff. She also does co-working on her secondary channel. And yeah, I think you guys will just really enjoy it. So I would love to send you guys over there so you can get introduced. So yeah, please make sure to come along on the raid. If you guys are hanging out here and you would like to join our Discord, feel free to do so. That's where you can find my schedule, including the schedule all the way until after my summer break, because very soon I'm going to go on a little breaky. So if you guys missed that, or you want to know when and what I stream, all of those things, feel free to join the Discord. That's where all the information is. And that's also where I will keep in touch with you guys during my break. I'll be offline everywhere but Discord. Like I'll sometimes still come in and like say hi and hang out with you guys for a bit. Also, if you want to check out any of my socials, I'm mostly active on Instagram. You can follow me on YouTube if you want to. I'm going to be posting videos on YouTube during my break. So if you still want to see things from my content, you can do so there. Or you can check out any of my prior gaming VODs on my VODs channel. You can also check out my shop or my merch, of course, if you want. And yeah, if you still want to download Opera GX, we technically already reached the goal of 300 that I really wanted to reach, but we did it. And not just by a little bit. We like flew past it. But feel free to still check it out. That link still works until the end of the month. And yeah, we're going to go say hi to Amber. If you're going to come along on this raid, feel free to copy pasta one of the raid messages. We have special ones for Pride Month for the last little bit, just 3 more days. And yeah, we're going to go say hi. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We're going to be doing co-working during the day and Minecraft in the evening. And then I also have a co-working stream and a special PowerPoint stream on Tuesday. And those are my last streams before my break. So yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you for sticking with me through all the tech issues of the stupid game that didn't work. And for also still just vibing with Minecraft now. I had a really good time. I'm happy that we did the sugarcane farm today already, because that means that tomorrow we already get to start building. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.